You guys are
so
real
now
ones.
we can actually begin.
Thanks, Meg.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
It was like a
Do you want to do intros or how do you want to do this?
You can do it.
Want me to do it?
Yeah.
Well, we have some guests here today. We always like to have some people local here to our little Sarasota town who are influential for our daily life as well as to the industry. So we have Jenna here from a lot of different companies. Do you want to take a minute and introduce yourself?
I am Jenna. I'm with Stella Rose Events, and we are a rental company that primarily has furniture. We've got dance floors. We've got 13 colors, so it's not just your basics. Ivory and blush, because Jen would never want that.
No.
We have all the extras.
No, we like color.
Lots of chairs, everything rental, we've got covered for you.
Yeah, and we love working with Jenna, Stella Rose, and you also have a bounce house company
Yes,
too.
I also own Let's Jump events, so we have 180 inflatables, so we can do those after parties, we can do the day with the family brunch, but we also do birthdays and lots of celebrations with all the inflatables.
Yeah, and you guys are going to see how that leans into our topic today a little bit, as well as turning it over to Colleen. She is the mama bear, I will say, of Velzico, because you work with all your lovely daughters.
Yeah, I'm Colleen with Velzy Co, which it's actually Velzy Coastal. Gonna change that Instagram one of these days. Brand change. Anyways, there's 4 of us, myself and my 3 daughters, and we do wedding content, event content. We capture the day with the iPhone with intention and beautifully. We love focusing on the beautiful creative process and the things that these guys are creating, as well as, of course, the couple and all the moments. So we love it.
Yeah, we love having Colleen on site. We actually a lot of times have her come and do a lot of our BTS stuff. So if you are watching our Instagram and see any of the behind the scenes or any of our daily footage that is anything to do with content creation, it's all been Colleen from the beginning. Little bit of a story. She reached out before I knew or believed in content creation. I thought it was stupid. But she said, let me just come on site. Let me just show you what we do. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Sounds good. So she came on, and I think then I hired you for every event since. Whether we hired you like personally to capture us doing what we do, or if we have it like introduced you to clients and you've then started to work with clients as well. So really appreciate your vision, which again is one of kind of our topic today. So you guys haven't met Debbie yet.
Hi, I'm Debbie.
She is our Gen Z girl. She is also one of our full-time employees who keeps me sane, does a lot of our stylistic approach, inspo boards, and manages my calendar, as well as just kind of keeping us all together over here. So I think you guys all know Megan. She's been around for a minute. She does.
It's a little too long, but it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I am Jen's right
We're
hand.
hiring apparently. So.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Jen, you're gonna get so many.
Oh my God.
ideas.
I mean, we're always looking for talent. But so this is kind of who we're chatting with today. We also have Uriel behind the scenes, our cameraman / video expertise guy. His company does photo and video, Dolce More. Go ahead and plug yourself, Uriel.
That was it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. So I guess without kind of more time without talking about it, we're talking about Gen Z today. I talked about it a little bit on Instagram this morning. It's very interesting to me because I'm older. I'm getting older, and I'm learning. I'm like kind of trying to adapt to the different age groups that we work with, right? So 20-somethings are that's the age group that is kind of getting married. Not that we don't, do older age groups as well. Everybody can get married once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Not judging. But our 20-somethings, when they come to me, I've learned that they don't know how to email. No shade.
Well, I had to learn too.
Yeah. So
It's
Not
true. It's
proper
honest.
communication.
Yeah,
It's
no.
text messages and
Yeah.
stuff now. for
Correct.
them. Yeah.
So I'm kind of in this learning process, which I want to talk about with everybody too, because I think we're all in kind of a different place as far as all of that. I don't like texting you guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I do it. I do it with a smile. It's just I worry I'm gonna miss something.
Right,
That's
it
what
floods, your
it
inbox
boils
is
down
flooded
to.
and-
Correct.
yeah.
But we do texting. We reach out to every client that inquires with email, with a phone call, and with a text message. So we can then learn the best way of communication for you and explain to you why email is better for us so that all the team can be on all your emails. That being said, I want to understand what works best for our clients too, because I know everybody's working, everybody's busy, everybody has lives. So it's kind of something that we're having to evolve with also. That's the very, very small part of what we want to talk about. We also want to talk about trends, how weddings are changing, what they're, y'all are looking for, what they are looking for, and what we think about it. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to let Debbie lead this conversation actually, because she's the only one in the age group. So we have a couple of notes and things we want to
I
talk
am
about.
too. What do you
Oh, well, Meg's good too, but Meg's not Gen
I'm a
Z.
Gen Zer.
Well, I will
is
say
the
that
years for
I will
Gen
try
Z?
my hardest to speak for Gen Z.
She doesn't know what Gen Z is. Does anybody know? I don't know.
They're the young and cool.
It's
So we're definitely part of it. We're part of it.
20 to 24, something like that.
I'd say even a little younger.
1999
Yeah.
is the cutoff, I think, for millennials.
Mhm.
So you,
Is it?
you're kind of the same generation.
Yeah.
I think you were born before 1999.
It depends on who we're talking to.
Yeah.
So,
Where's your marriage
and
material?
what year are you?
I was born in 2002. So I feel like it's anything from
Doesn't matter.
2000 on.
We had to
is
tell
Gen
her
Z.
who Ozzy Osbourne was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I've heard the name.
Yeah.
I've my grandparents listen to him.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not here to make anyone feel old today, but I also don't think I'm as woke in the Gen Z world today because I feel like I'm more of an old soul.
Heard.
But
Heard.
I will.
She also
Yeah.
calls us the moms, Megan.
The
I think the moms would like that.
the moms of TikTok. Well, no, you're not there yet.
So are you
We're
single?
working on
Are
it.
you single?
Gage.
I'm not single, no. But okay, where are we
Is
starting?
anybody here single?
Loud and proud, baby.
Megan's ready. Megan's
And we're
single
looking
and
for
ready to mingle.
applications for boyfriend material, husband material.
Yes. Put on your hat, Meg.
Do we have? And
She's quite a catch. She's quite a catch, guys.
Do we have a list of requirements or things? Because I'm gonna get messages.
I'm a handful, so I hope you've got more than 2 hands.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love it. Speak your truth, girl.
That's all. It's enough. Okay, back to Debbie.
And then we'll put her phone number on the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
1-800-411
Phone number.
411 pay. Okay,
I thought we were gonna have the 8675309.
That was what I got told.
They're not gonna know
Because
what that
Jenny
is.
saw me in college.
Yes.
Oh god, I'm old.
She's not gonna even know this.
All right,
one.
you guys lost all Gen Z
We lost
watchers.
everybody. Okay, moving back. Go ahead, Debs.
Oh, okay, where are we starting?
Wherever,
Where do
whichever
we wanna
topic you want to start with.
So what intrigued me that you brought up is the 3-day festival.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that is really where the wedding planning was turning to. So I think that's really something to highlight as well, because nowadays festivals are like a big thing, and to turn that into like a wedding day, I think is very creative and special as well. So
Well, it gives you more time to celebrate with your people. I mean, here in Florida, we do so many destination events where people don't live here, or maybe one of you lives here, or somebody, you have some kind of something that's pulling you to the area, whether it was a vacation or family members that live here. But everyone wants to celebrate for more than 5 hours.
Yes.
So whether that's with and not just
and do more than one thing, like
Yeah.
more like multiple events.
Yeah.
Not just one event, same thing the next day. Like
Well, the truth is, even if there isn't something planned, they usually are trying to figure out where to meet for brunch the next day.
Yeah.
The aunties are wanting to get to like
Yeah.
the friend groups, so they're already going to do it anyways. So creating an experience where no one misses out, and it can really be curated is it's genius.
I love
yeah,
that.
thoughtful. We've done stuff where it's a welcome party that's Mexican themed, like a fiesta, and to make it fun in that regard. So it's not like doing the same thing 3 times. That's something we don't want to do. I think making it unique and layering the experience is important when you're doing a multi-day event, so that you don't bore your
Yeah,
guests.
like a white party, welcome
Yeah.
party, and then the wedding day is just normal, and then pool party the next day is kind of.
Which is where her
Event,
tribbles come in,
yeah.
which we've done.
Yeah, it was
And you
so
say
much
you
fun.
get it. You get.
We
the
do
inquiry
get
often.
that. We do. I feel like a lot of people want to get stuff for their family the next day. Sometimes even the couple's only there for, till noon for a brunch, and then the family is spending the day together. They're doing it at a parent's house, grandparent's house. Just a way to tie everything in. Also, we've done it where the kids are attending the ceremony, and then they want something for them to go back to the house to do with babysitters while everyone's enjoying the reception.
Yeah, that's really
Actually,
smart.
really
Actually,
smart,
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
What's everybody think about the 3-day stuff?
I
Anybody have-
did that for my wedding 20
That's super
years
smart.
ago. We did a brunch the day after and pool party because we wanted all of our family who's from New York, Ohio to enjoy Sarasota and not miss out.
Especially if people are coming from so far away, like a destination wedding. You want multiple days rather than just one day to celebrate. So
And you don't get to spend that time that your wedding day is so important to you, but you're getting a couple minutes with each person, and I feel like that next day really gives you that time to spend with everyone and make
and
those
deflate
moments.
a little bit, like
Yes.
relax and kind of marinate on all the good stuff.
And not rush out to the honeymoon. Like I think that's like a
We talked
perfect
about that.
Monday thing is you have the full next day to like enjoy that you're not trying to jump on a plane at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, right now, so many of our couples from the spring are doing their like summer in Europe
Yes.
honeymoon.
Yeah,
Like, they
I've noticed
literally
they
took
are
a break.
pushing off honeymoons more and more. The girls that I do follow, it's, you know, I'm now seeing, for example, Kristen DeJoya, they just
Yeah.
did
They
their
just went.
honeymoon. So a lot of people, I think, are being smarter with their money post-wedding instead of, you know, not everybody gets their honeymoon covered by somebody. They are paying for their honeymoon on their own. So I think a lot of people are being a lot more conscious with what they're doing as soon as the wedding.
Well, and we talked about this a little bit last podcast because there's something to be said for relaxing after your wedding because when you're starting the process, you don't understand how much goes into it. But when you're in the process, it's a lot. Even when you have help, you know, and a planner and somebody who's your advocate and doing all the things for you and with you, it's still a lot. It's still family management. It's talking to a lot of people about a lot of different things. It's just a lot going on, a lot of decisions that you're making. And to go from that mindset to all of a sudden being expected to just relax and go to your honeymoon, I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
That and you're investing in this experience with all your favorite people.
Yes.
So why not really lean into that and have your whole weekend of fun and not be racing off. You've got everyone who you love in one spot. Why not just make that the experience for that time and then
We had a couple who got married and they were so rushed to get out of there to get to their honeymoon. They forgot and left their car at a destination for like 2 weeks and it got hit and towed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they didn't even realize till they were gone that no one ever dealt with the car that was still there with all their gifts and
There's
everything.
so much going on.
Yes.
wow.
So I feel like that little bit of like regroup, have that time.
Okay,
It's
that
also
would
nice.
not happen at a
That would never happen at a
No,
Jen
it would never
wedding.
happen at a Jen wedding. But
She'd be like, "Whose car is this?"
we'll go get it for you. We'll call
Yes,
pick it up.
yes.
We'll go pick it up for you and drive it wherever.
No, we-
Yes.
and making like
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a solution to every problem, but
Yes.
we can always avoid certain things. And the worst thing is being overextended in general, and I think it's really easy to do at weddings. So when you're doing a multi-day event, that's another kind of point, then we'll move on to kind of the next topic. But if you're doing a multi-day event, first of all, your budget needs to reflect that, your guest count needs to reflect that, and also your bandwidth for stuff needs to reflect that.
whole social battery.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
And photos.
Yeah.
It's a lot of camera time. It's a lot of photos. It's a lot of being on. It's a lot of outfit changes. It's a lot of, which is another one of our topics because having a stylist is one of the things that has come up more frequently when we're doing inspo boards. They want a specific board, they, meaning our brides and grooms, for what they're supposed to wear to each event. And so we do have stylists and people that specialize in that clothing realm that will style you and put your outfits together and manage your clothing and have racks ready to go and your next look is up and it's a whole thing.
It's me.
I'm here.
I'm your stylist.
And then the guests want their
Nobody
attire
even listens
picked.
to you anymore. They just let you talk.
Like when we're in the office, no joke, I'll say something. Nobody
Well,
responds.
I think like the whole wardrobe thing could be a whole nother like podcast topic.
Oh, it's
'cause that
so
goes
interesting.
it's so,
so
yeah.
many things to talk about. So many.
So fun.
Yeah.
Come back for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would
have
be
somebody
fun.
do a
Yeah.
fashion
We'll just
show.
stay. We'll hop on the couch with Bob.
You guys can stay all day.
Because that's a whole nother thing that people do not think about beforehand, like how comfy they're going to be and the weather and what your venue's like and your clip clops and all the things.
Yeah.
I had the mom at Roberto 2 weekends ago brought the heel covers too because they were walking in the grass. I thought that was really creative too to make it something more comfortable for the guests to wear too.
Yeah.
Oh, they were running around. They were jumping in the pool by the end of the night.
I love
Were
them.
they?
No, I always
They
miss
were.
the pool jumps.
At the end of the night, not in their dresses, but everybody that was staying.
Oh, yeah,
jumped
they
in,
changed
like
one in their
immediately
bathing
as soon as
suits. Yeah.
possible, put on their
Yeah.
bathing suits and got
It
in the
wasn't
pool.
it wasn't a bride and groom jumping in.
No.
It was they changed and got into the pool.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean
These days, I'm
You'll
getting
get
a
it.
pool jump at
You'll
Julie.
I mean, it usually happens.
You got to stay until 10.
I know. She's always like, your time
Get
is
out
up.
of here.
What are you
Your
doing?"
time's up.
and then your daughters are on the line calling you like it's time to leave.
Mike's like, I'm at the gate. Can you let me in? No.
10 is when all the fun happens.
It really
The
is.
behind
Out
the
there,
scenes
you really-
conversations.
Yeah,
It's
you
great.
need a job as a pickup.
Yeah.
Have, like,
You
a
can stay.
reason to still be there.
I like to go to bed.
You
It's
can
so
be
fun.
security out there.
I like
too.
to-
I like to go to bed. I like to go to bed. Okay, so I think everyone loves this trend. I think we're
Yes.
loving a multi-day.
So
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's a good point though from my perspective, the whole like recording someone, some grooms are done on the first day.
They're done after 2
So
minutes.
you do have to have that conversation together. Is this something we want? And you know, like you said, with all the different elements of it, are you willing to do that? But all your people are together. It's so great.
Yeah, it's like once in a lifetime kind of thing.
There's enough AI. We can make their smiles. They can be smiley.
Well, I think that's a good transition into the next topic about double weddings. So there's on one end there's the 3-day event, and then on the other complete opposite end there is going to the courthouse and then having just a little celebration too.
Correct.
So
We
yeah.
have people that we work with, and this is I would say an uptick for sure. That they just want to go get married for whatever reason. Maybe they have a kid. Maybe they are trying to make it legal for whatever reason, paperwork, taxes, who knows, or just because they want to do it.
Or they're waiting for
Be done with
family
it.
members to be available to celebrate type
Yeah.
thing.
Insurance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever it may be, whatever your reason, doing a cutie little courthouse wedding, and you still look cute, and you still put it together, and you have a photographer, and you go do all that. It's sweet.
So did you see this week a local Sarasota girl got? She's in the events industry. She got married at the courthouse, and
Our
she's
courthouse
having
is so
A
cute.
big wedding in Turkey, like you know that's
Oh, I
fun
love
and
that.
everything. Anyways, so cute, adorable,
I
and
love
fun
that
and
space.
playful and beautiful, and they still had all their moments. They just now they're gonna have the party.
Yeah, yeah. So there's ways to do it where you can do a small wedding, just the two of you, and then don't even do a ceremony at your reception. Just have a party. It takes all the pressure off of you. You have to be okay with not having that big bride moment, though. I would say.
Yeah, right.
Because you're not going to wear, the big dress. It's more of a sophisticated kind of bride moment, I think.
You still
We
can
could
have
do
your
a
first
grand
dance.
entrance
Of
dance.
course,
all
we
of
can
that.
still do.
And the speeches and all
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
But a lot of people put a lot of weight on the aisle moment,
Correct.
the walking down the
Yeah.
aisle with the dad.
I have
Yeah.
seen more recently though, like people speaking out on TikTok about what they want their wedding day, and even just brides we talk to. Most of them now are saying, "Oh, I haven't really made I've never thought about being a bride before." Like I grew up planning my whole wedding out as a little kid. Now I feel like people are just like, yeah, I didn't put too much thought into it, so it doesn't really matter to me as long as I'm married to my
And my
the love of
family's
my
there.
life, and my family's there with the
Yeah.
intimate people you love. So I
Definitely
think that's
the
a bigger
Gen Zs are
trend.
More creative, little less traditional, and more creative in how they're wanting to do
And they're
their
more
lives.
open to hearing suggestions. I do find the Gen Zers are more open to hearing what we have as suggestions. and
I think more
recommendations.
willing
Yeah.
to say, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes. Help me.
Help me.
Help me.
And to
Instead of
hear all
acting
different-
as if they have it all under control and they're just hiring us because they need to, that's a whole nother
Which
situation.
kind of makes sense
but-
because you're close to 30. You've been in lots of weddings. You kind of know what you like and what you don't like. The younger couples getting married, that's sometimes their first wedding
Yeah.
they've been to. So yeah, it makes sense.
And they like to make up their own one specific event or something that is completely different. But unique is a better word. I like that word, unique, because they'll ask us for help. We'll put all of our brains together to think about something that would fit them as a couple the best, and then we make the vision come to life, and it's really in a beautiful way too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the last one we were together, the foot washing. They have
Yeah,
private,
so
which
there-
is beautiful.
that's a perfect
Which is
example
getting
of that.
a lot of like really beautiful comments on social, which has been lovely to see because it is something different. And I think a lot of people,
Can you explain what the feet washing is so that way?
I don't know
whoever's
that I'm the
listening-
person to explain it. I understand kind of what happened at the event. I don't know the symbolism behind it for that specific couple, but I know they went away
Yeah.
into the garden and kind of had a
They
private
had
moment.
their first look, and then they washed each other's feet, which is just a very humbling and like honoring experience. To you're like down on your knees, like washing
Yeah.
your husband to be's feet, and then vice versa, and it's just like very connecting. And it was private and intimate, and such a lovely way to start out the day, together. And
Yeah.
put them in that mindset of like.
They were very
we're
intentional.
journeying our
Yeah.
lives together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were super intentional about their time, for sure, I will say. Like, they didn't do a lot of, like, big stuff. That particular couple did little, more intimate things
Yeah.
together.
That their guests hadn't known. It was just truly just for them. I mean, I think there were things that we even didn't know that they were doing
Yeah.
just because it was that intimate between them. So.
Yeah. Which is, I think, really important when your planning team is, you have those meetings ahead of time, and especially with a full kind of planning situation where everyone can leave space for what the couple wants. Where, if you just use the person who's at your venue, there's not time in your day for all those things. Like, it's so special when they have what makes them who they are, and that's what makes their day magic.
Yeah.
But there has to be people supporting that behind in order to.
Well, and
Timeline.
I think it's really something that we talk about is involving your family in the planning process, but also it's really interesting because we plan with mom and daughter often. We plan with sometimes mom-in-law,
Sometimes the groom gets involved.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
When we're planning with a mom and a bride, or a mom and a groom, or somebody from two different generations, it's really enlightening for us to see kind of what the different expectations and the different vision is, and it's for us how to balance it out to make everybody feel as though they're being heard, and that it's an event that's celebrating their family,
Yes.
and that they're excited about some stuff that is a little bit newer. When we got married, we went to Jamaica and had 12 people, and it was like a new thing that long,
Small, yeah.
yeah. And my mom was like, "You're doing what?" She didn't love the idea, but now it's super common for people to go do something like that, whether it's themselves or whether they take a small group of people or whatever it is that's the best fit for you. But it's just interesting how when time goes by, everybody kind of gets more accepting and used to thinking about things a little differently.
Yeah, we do have those traditional moms who are really trying to push the daughter to do things the way that they know
Yes.
or what they're used to. And so then, we have to try and help those relationships because you can see the mom and daughter splitting apart a little bit because they're not seeing eye to eye on what the bride is wanting, and the mom wants her to do what she thinks is the right way, and that's not really a thing anymore. There's no right way or wrong way to have a wedding anymore.
And the millennials and the Gen Zs, I have daughters that age, and whatever. So I constantly experienced that when my first girl got married was the internet's telling her what she should be doing and what space needs to be held for her, and how it should be. Family photos don't matter and all that stuff. And then I'm over here looking at family photos from my wedding going, these matter more than anything else at this stage in my life, right? So having the advocates, the planning team, navigating that a little bit, and because both are really important. Gen Zers, it's really important to do some of that traditional stuff. The grandmas want to see you cut the cake.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they want to see
No,
that.
yeah,
The
those
little
things.
kids at the wedding want to see the cake being cut. It's
Yeah.
really special. It is a tradition.
But that's
There's
coming
those
back,
things
though.
that
The
are
good
like the
things coming
bouquet
back.
tosses and the garter, all those things are no more, and it's more just like a filler if you got the time in your reception, but most of the time people just want to get to partying and they don't want anything else to. Bride and groom are done by that point with photos.
I mean, the
and
garter's
stuff like
weird.
that.
The garter's always been weird. It's always been
Some
weird. I don't really know
weird ones
why
like that.
that was ever a thing. I don't get it. But thankfully, it's kind of gone by the wayside a little bit. We do have some people still doing bouquet tosses.
Sometimes, but there's always the question that we ask: how many girls do you have that are actually single? Because that's the thing. If you have 3 girls that are single out of the whole bridal party, even because not too many people are going to stand up and say, "I'm single. I'm going to catch this bouquet."
But I think you're single, aren't you, Megan?
Oh yeah, in case
You could just do like a hand.
You should start getting in there.
Yeah.
in what?
Bouquet
Oh
toss.
yeah.
We can start.
Join the group.
You can
get
start
in there.
filming every time she catches one, and
Yeah.
like we'll like do them like
Yeah. And I'll just keep all those bouquets and we'll put them all together as one big bouquet for the day I actually do get married. So it's
Yeah.
just a bunch of dry flowers.
Dead flowers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I
Who's
love
gonna
it.
carry them?
Very on brand.
Because you're going to be one of my bridesmaids.
Yeah. All of you.
We'll all have some like.
Oh my god, dead flowers. Darren would die.
Nothing is official anymore, Jen.
Yeah. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know.
So we're into the double wedding option if that suits the couple.
I think I definitely am, but it needs to be a couple that really embraces that privacy. Because if you can't like understand that you want to do it just the two of you and it's kind of your I hope everybody's doing it for the right reasons. Not, but if you are okay with not having all of the pomp and circumstance that a wedding can provide, then go for it. Do something smaller. And if you're somebody who's a little more timid and somebody who doesn't like to be the center of attention, or somebody that's nervous about all of these little things, it might be a good option for you too.
Yeah.
To kind of get all that out of the way, have that with your person, go have a little mini moon, and then have a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still
Out at
waiting on our
Jubilee,
parents.
We had the cutest, kind of similar to that, but they did a little different. They had their 16 immediate, the grandmas and grandpas, siblings, parents, and they had their wedding with 16 people. Remember that? And then the next day they had the party, the reception with everyone.
Yep, they just did it all in the same weekend instead of breaking it up.
So she
Is that
didn't
Emily
have-
Jones?
Yes. That was so intimate and
Yeah,
sweet
very
for their
intentional.
wedding. Very intentional, and a beautiful like long table of a meal together. And then the next day the beautiful
fun.
reception with all the tables and flowers and
Yeah, and they had a
We
big
had
reception.
another couple who was on that same path, another Jubilee couple who wanted to do, Katie wanted to do that too.
It just depends
But it was
on
going to
what's-
be like a morning ceremony with a brunch for the small intimate group, and then the evening part was going to be everybody else joins, and that's like
cool.
the reception part of the day. So that was what her plan was, and I think I like that. It's saving you money for the for the ceremony portion that you can then put towards the reception part, and it's not as. I feel like I'd be nervous on my wedding day with a ton of people. And if it's people that you are super close with just at your ceremony, it's not as intimidating walking down the aisle as it is comfortable.
definitely
there.
all about who the personality of the people.
It has,
is,
yeah,
what
it
they
just has to
want.
be a match. You just have to be honest about what fits you as a couple and what fits your family too.
Yeah.
I think it's a big consideration for all of it because you don't want to go piss mom off like immediately and go get married and not tell, like, if my boys would just go get married and not tell me, I would be devastated.
Oh my goodness.
But if they would tell me and explain to me that this is what they wanted and would involve us in the right way, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, for sure. Communication is
Yeah.
super important with those parents out there.
Yeah, such big, terrible. What do you got, Debs? What's next?
The next, I kind of want you to lead because I feel like this is totally you, the luxe minimalist, like wedding of it all. I think that's so you that you like are really going to be better at explaining it than I am.
I don't love minimal things. I like a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I understand where it's coming from. So there is a lot of decor happening right now. So the topic of this one is kind of luxe minimalism. So we are not covering everything in flowers, but maybe we're using really pretty flowers in a thoughtful way, which I do like that. That I'm game for. Minimalism. So the word simple in our industry is overused and understood. So 9 times out of 10, any phone call that we have with a bride who is a consultation, going over inspo, going over what their vision is, they will use the word simple. I just love simple elegance. No, you don't. Like, no, you don't. Like, if you're calling...
What is simple to you?
What is simple to you? What does that mean to you? Because if you're calling us and you saw our Instagram, we are not simplistic.
No, because there's going to be some beautiful chairs there.
Correct.
Which helps set the vibe before even the flowers
Correct.
are there.
Flowers,
Patterned
linens.
linens. There's gonna
Correct.
be,
Thoughtful decisions, thoughtful floor plans, thoughtful lighting, thoughtful all of these things, which I think can be simplistic, but I think minimalist is a better word. Because simple can read uninteresting and simple can read just like falling flat, and we don't ever want anything to be that. We want it to be thoughtful and feel elevated and feel as though that the textures and the linens and the layers are all thoughtful. That can be done with budget in mind,
Yeah.
but you can't have 200 people and then want to like, yeah. I think there's a really, I think the luxe minimalism is an interesting concept, because yes, I think curated is important because we want to be thoughtful about the things we're putting together, but the more people you have typically gives us less wiggle room for those pretty things, because everyone has a budget,
Or a
whatever the
big
budget is. And the more people you have, the more expensive things are, the more tables you need, the more linens you need, the more flowers you need.
The more food you need, the more chairs you need. It's all
It's
adds
all
up.
of it. It's all of it. So we have this like running, do you $1,000 like somebody? You know, do you $1,000 like this person? Because they're going to cost you at least $1,000 on your wedding day.
Wait, this is so funny, not to sidetrack, but I just saw something on Instagram where a person who did not show up to the wedding got a bill.
I
I
saw, that,
one
too.
too.
That was a whole thing. It was like a bill for $250.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because they didn't show up for their
That's
food.
rude.
I mean, it's that's a whole RSVP conversation. Just RSVP when you get invited somewhere. Yes or no? Nobody cares if you actually come. Just tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because they'll be calling you and being like, "Oh, all these people said no, so let's
Yep.
order
B
those
list
extra
thing.
things
Yes.
that we wanted." Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the right thing
I
to
feel
do.
like people invite out of obligation though, and I always think if you don't want to sit at dinner with them on a random Tuesday, why are you inviting them?
Yeah, I think people are forgetting that it's not about the amount of people you have at your wedding. It's about the
Quality over
relationships.
quantity.
Yeah. I mean, at least for me.
Yeah, that's how I
some
am,
other
too.
people are about, you know,
I would
the clout.
imagine the Gen Zs are better at that though, because they're telling each other on the internet. You
Yeah.
know, like you don't have to invite your mom's coworkers, whatever, right? And
I do see a lot of
I
that.
think we might see a change in that, where they are doing. Well, we're seeing
We
more
are.
intentional, more experience.
I
less
see
just
very
like
few
everyone.
weddings above 150 guest count, and I feel like that's low. I feel like under
Anything
150
over
is lower
200 for
than-
me is a little bit of a larger event. And whenever you have 200 people, it limits us as a planning team just being able to do the little tiny details at each seat. And that's just because the venues only give us so much time for setup.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that we get it all done and we get it done with perfection and everything's lined up and everything looks intentional and all your chairs are straight and all your linens are done and everything's done the way that it's meant to be. But a lot of venues don't let us in early enough to be able to do that for 200
Well,
people.
and even catering, they're now pouring glasses of water for 200,
Yeah.
300. Like that is more people, more everything.
It takes longer, it takes more time, takes all the things.
And you really can't reset. Like if you're trying to use one chair for ceremony and reception, no one can move 250 chairs.
No, that's a whole thing too.
You have to have a 2-hour cocktail
Yeah.
hour.
I'm not a fan of
Order for
moving
that,
chairs
yeah.
anyway
Well,
because
then you don't get the pictures.
I like the pictures. I like to see it all done. Like they get that first look, not like everyone running in with.
And then we can do room reveals.
Yes.
When your stuff is done in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just changes everything. I understand the purpose of a chair flip. I get
Yes.
it. I know chairs are expensive, but they also are like 100 of anything at an event makes a big impact.
Chairs are like the supporting actress. to
Yeah.
a wedding.
Yes.
When I roll up, like from a like visual
Distance, yeah.
standpoint, when I roll up and there's beautiful chairs, as
It's one of the
opposed to
first things you
white
say,
folding chairs,
honestly.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, thank you, because they don't even. I mean, the flowers incredible too.
Yeah.
But chairs, everyone's sitting
Yeah.
in them. It's literally for the
Yeah.
ceremony, and then at the tables too. It just elevates everything.
When there's that many of anything, it makes a difference.
Yes. But I just think you have to have so many when it's 300, 275. It's
Well, there's
how are
many
you so
cute choices.
intentional
Yeah.
with like
I know.
everything?
I know.
Definitely 2 sets. But okay. I really kind of want to talk about this digital thing because we have some really I love paper. I love a beautiful invitation suite. We should probably get some out of the back and like show stuff.
Yes.
I love paper invitations.
I just think that there's
It's
something.
not our age.
Well,
Getting
I
something
know.
in the mail too.
I mean, if I know to check it.
Right, there's that too. But I mean, that is a tradition, and that is something that I think a lot of our moms and our grandmoms and me, because I think is
We're just
is nice.
traditional.
I
We're just traditional. We're
I
not-
just
we're-
I like the nice things. I do. I like nice paper. I like it to be thoughtful. I love an elevated letterpress. I love
I
the
mean, it's
you know.
setting the tone for the event.
I
right?
agree.
What do
You
you
get it
do?
in the
Put
mail, you
someone's
open it.
phone down for like their the flat lays? Like,
Okay.
here's our invite.
At least a lot of couples are just ordering something beautiful one set. Like if
Okay.
you're not gonna do the whole
That's
thing,
true.
at least order something really beautiful for photos.
That's true.
And to like frame for later or like put it in your album. Like, I feel like you need it.
I don't hate a digital save the date, especially if we have a shortened planning
Yes.
time frame.
Yeah.
And that is a new development that I have accepted.
Yeah.
I used to fight it tooth and nail. I've learned to accept it, and I've learned to be okay with it because we do have a lot of people that are planning on a shortened time
It is
frame.
more convenient for sure to have it digital.
Well, I just tried
They're
to
so
plan
pretty.
a baby shower with the old-fashioned way, like telling people whatever without like one of those
Yeah.
internet. No, you can't keep track of it. You can't keep track of it.
See, that's what I
Aren't they
want to
cute?
see.
Adorable.
I'm
cute. It's the
saving
little
someone's
details.
invitation
Here, this
for
is
a
the same
while.
one. Oh, it's a different one, but
Oh, see, that's what I want.
So we have like a
anyone
yeah,
inviting
we have like
Yeah,
a
anyone
camera
inviting me,
shot?
I want one of these.
or do I have to show
Oh, I
it?
love it
This
when
is
it
a
has
walk.
the
This is
venue.
so
Yes.
cute.
The
Yes.
actual venue in it.
And just like, I mean, just
So
the
this is
details.
why, if anybody is interested, this is Watercolor Design Studio. She has provided a couple of sample designs that she does or has done in the past, and it's just like, who wouldn't want to
Yes.
open that?
I know. It's like, oh, look at the cute
I wouldn't
little
wanna
leader
get
with
rid
the
of
golf
it.
club.
Right? Yeah, I'm
Well,
hanging it on
and
my
that's
fridge
something we hear a
forever.
lot. We hear, oh, they're just going to throw it away.
No.
I don't think so. If it's something that is as thoughtful, oh, can you get Matos's invites? I want to show those. They
Right.
were exceptional. We do. They're back there
I
somewhere.
love it with the map.
It's just cute.
I know.
It's little things, and then when we're doing day of stationery, we can pull the map into different things too, where we can be thoughtful about maybe putting a pin in where
Yeah.
you came from, or putting
Yeah.
there's different things you
I
can
will
do.
say that this is one thing that I don't agree with Gen Z about is the digital
I
invitations.
think if there is I think there's a way to do both, is what I think. I think that if you have to do a digital save the date, which I know we have a couple of couples doing that right now because of the time frame that they're planning, because the post office is not known for its speed.
And
That is
it
for
really
sure.
helps with organization.
It
There are
really
some
it,
benefits.
it does, and they can do the save the date. They can get directed right to your website. They can RSVP right there. It does streamline the process. But I think you need a proper invitation then. Like you have time to do. We have time to do an invitation.
Yes.
Most of the time. And if that's the case, then I think the invitation needs to be something that's sweet like this. You're gonna keep it forever. We're gonna
Forever.
If there's ever an invite we can't find, Jenna stole it.
So this one's really good. I didn't
The
see this
couple
one
that
first.
did the watercolor
Wow.
and they had their favor for everyone was the cards, the deck of cards with the watercolor, and it went from their invitation.
Yep,
to
it was
their
all
menus
the
to
same.
the-
Yep.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
can't find Matos,
That's really
but
special.
I have Sushiel's, which has a velvet
Liner.
on
Oh, that's
her-
beautiful.
on her thing.
This was a beautiful
This was a
one.
beautiful wedding.
That was the
See,
first one
that's
you did with us, I
beautiful.
think.
Second, yeah.
And I was like, who is this girl?
Oh, is that the day we met?
Who is this girl coming in here and recording, and doing all the stuff that's my
That's
job?
when it was new. Well,
It was
You're my
new.
best friend.
No, I love you so much.
So
this is cute.
I don't
too.
know. I think there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
Now I did recently
That
see
is cute.
something.
Oh, wow.
What was that?
The passport one.
Oh, they did.
Oh. And it shows like each couple. It like your guests will look at it and be like,
cute.
"This is so them."
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
So-
there's that too.
Yeah.
I think being intentional and
Super
being
cute.
that it's you. Like the Gen Z is making it about them, about like their style, and it's all flowing together. Don't be something that you're not just to like have a pretty Instagram wedding. It has to flow with who they
Yes.
are.
Agreed.
Yes.
Honestly, because there's so many content creators, or there's so much.
But there's
on the
only one
internet,
you.
It's as for us who are like looking at wedding Instagram, TikTok every day. It falls really flat. Beautiful weddings that don't have
That little
that are
pizzazz.
not unique. You know, someone does this fabulous kind of wedding and it goes viral, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I want to do the same thing." Yes, but make it you, because that is what makes
Well,
it
and
special.
I a couple of podcasts ago used the term copy and paste, and I got some
rinse and repeat.
rinse and repeat, copy and paste. The like, I am so thankful that people love our work, and I'm so thankful that people follow along. But I don't want to do it again. And we got some like not great comments about me saying that, and I didn't mean any like harm from it. We want to make your wedding yours. I don't want to make it what we just did. You know, everybody has different things that they need to accomplish, things that have to happen during their day. I had a call this week with a girl who wanted to know what a timeline looked like at Jubilee, and I'm like, well,
What do you want
it to be?
look like?
It could be whatever you want.
Let's talk
Your
about
day
what
is
you
your
want.
day. Tell me, and we'll make it work for you. So I don't know. We're kind of getting off topic a little bit, but
Well, but I mean, that is the essence of weddings. I feel like everyone needs to know that. Like, when we show up on a wedding day, all the decor and all that, magic. But the people, and then who comes to celebrate with them, that is the part that we can't plan for. We can't
Zero
anticipate. And that's what is getting captured too. Like, that's what makes you set apart. It's
Yes.
so special.
yeah, I mean, we
Delving
can
into
plan.
that.
We can plan everything up, down, sideways, and backwards, but I can't control Uncle Dan's speech, which is the funny stuff that you're going to talk
Unfortunately,
about.
And also, it's great.
You know, which is the funny stuff you're going to talk about. You
True.
know, like, oh God, but it's always something. You know, it's always a story.
drunk Uncle Bob.
Like, no one
can
control
what drunk Uncle Bob's doing.
Yeah, exactly. You never
As
know.
long as
Something's
he
going to
doesn't pull
happen.
his iPad out to record the ceremony.
Oh my gosh. Or when cousin Jessica wants to come and sit down underneath the tent because she's hot during cocktail hour, but we're still setting all the plates and everything down.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Or they hang
Sorry.
their purse or jackets, and you're
No,
like,
the
you
jackets.
just take that off.
Take that right off
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, and you can't find your jacket. It's under the table where I threw it.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't open.
Whoops, the wind took it.
We haven't done our
I
pictures.
didn't move it. I just threw it under
We
your.
haven't been planning this for a year to have your jacket there.
Right. But it's
Or
like
a giant iPad in the aisle of the
Yeah.
ceremony, which is
it's
a
a
whole other
double-edged
thing.
thing though, because as much as those things are like, come on. Also, like the cocktail hour, the guest dresses, like what the vibe that the guests bring is such a huge.
You love a
like,
best dress
living
moment.
organism of the day.
You love
Yeah.
finding the best
I'm
dress.
always to the vendors like, okay, make sure you let me know what your favorite dress is. Like, there's some good ones today, and y'all bring your A games. The wedding guest dress.
it's not
Even
even the
the
dresses.
men-
You pay attention to the purses, the shoes. Like, you get so
They
much
bring their
content that
A-games.
is like, I'm like, wow, this is
That is
great.
the most fun part to
Yeah.
capture.
I like when you
of
do
the cocktail hour.
a style board though, just for what people
I was
to
just gonna
wear.
say
So like everyone just,
too. I
they
think
just
is like
look
giving
good.
people
And
guidance
they're
and color
winning with
palettes and
that.
Yes.
things.
It's genius.
and you feel comfortable because you know what everyone's kind of like. Are we going coastal or are we
Yeah.
going like moody? Like
Yeah.
where
People
are
like
we?
to be given direction.
Well,
Yes.
when you say that to like her, she's like, yeah, okay, I got that. But you say that to like our parents, and that's stressful for them. So having the visual to go along with
Yes.
it is like,
It's interesting.
it helps to bridge the gap.
Because
Like, what
anyone
the
who
expectation
struggles with
is.
style and putting
Yeah.
stuff together,
Yeah.
they need that guidance.
Yeah,
it doesn't
like,
matter if you're old or
okay,
young.
I can
like,
do a yellow dress with the whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
It could be in the QR code we were chatting
Absolutely.
about.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
I
So
have not heard of this. You have to tell
okay,
us about
so this actually, Matt weirdly sent it to me this week. That's the husband. He sends me weird shit all the time, and sometimes it's helpful.
Shout out Matt.
Yeah. But he sent me this QR code. It was on a welcome sign. And I think QR codes are so ugly. They are so ugly. I really wish somebody would come up with a prettier way to do this. But I understand that they serve a purpose. I get it. I don't know that I want to see it giant and big on a big welcome sign like this particular wedding did. But I did kind of think about it, and I think there's a way to do that.
It gives concert vibes if it's right at the welcome. What if we put it on the
Little
program?
tag or on a
On the
program.
program.
But I think it's a great idea.
churches have a there's a company, one of my kids knows the people who started this. It's a company, and they put it on the back of every chair, and your phone touches it and it gives
pops
you
it
the
up.
information.
Yeah.
So this is more what would work, something where you tap it
And
like,
it's not
tap
visually
here
like
to get the
ruining
info.
Correct.
shots and
So,
stuff like that.
and I mean, I think there's something to that. I love a menu card on the place setting. I'm not going to not do that,
Yeah.
but I think it's not bad to I know he's snoring.
He's
He's
agreeing with you.
He's like the average husband at a wedding meeting. Like, okay, are we done yet? Where are the snacks?
He's here for the
And-
snacks. 1,000,000%.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
He's so loud.
He's snoring.
Robert.
He's not
We
just
can all
sleeping.
relate to Bob in some sense. We all know
some
Bob
way.
in our life.
We all have a
We
Bob.
really do.
He's really.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
Oh, you can snore while your eyes are
Oh.
open. You can snore while your eyes are open.
Multi-talented.
Maybe he's like someone's husband
Bob,
in
are
the
you
past.
sleeping?
Oh, not anymore. Good morning. Yeah, we're talking about you.
He's
You
annoyed.
need some mouth tape.
So, I think this QR code thing isn't bad. What this particular TikTok said was drive it to your menu, drive it to the seating chart so you don't have to do a big giant seat. I love a big giant seating chart. I love a moment, I love an interactive seating chart, I love a backdrop,
Photo option.
I love a photo op, I love all of the things. But I think it's kind of nice to have it all in one place for people too. Because how many times do we have people, you had commented,
Yeah.
lose their thing that they're supposed to have because they were walking around and talking to people?
I'm so ADHD that like I could see that I was at table 13 and I would still have to go back and check 6 more times before I actually make my way to table 13 to put my stuff down.
Yeah.
And then there's the little bit of a
Was I
traffic
really?
jam
Yeah, was I
when
really?
it's go
there?
time because
Yes.
everyone's like, oh, I gotta go see again, and then
Yes.
the people in their eyes they can't see, and
Yeah.
Yes.
and I'm like, can y'all just disperse? So I can
Well, and
get
that's a
rid of these?
consideration
Yeah.
too, because one of the reasons we as your planner like to invest and help you with your signage. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this marker today.
Take your pointer.
But
The talking stick.
yeah, something. I don't know. I need something to do with my hands apparently. But if you don't do it the right way, it doesn't work. So if you have a beautiful seating chart that doesn't allow people something to take away that they can then own, they're not going to remember.
No.
Just like if you have one of those, and I know I'm not trying to like throw shade on this concept, but there's the ones that are like this, and you have the little wax seal that attaches. It's hard for people to remember where they're supposed to be. So I would always encourage some kind of a takeaway so that people can have it with them. To know where they're supposed to go, or make it easy where all they have to remember is a table number, not a name of a town or a city or a
Amusement park or
yeah, because that's
your
impossible.
dogs. That,
Yeah.
You know.
It's impossible to
Slash,
remember.
make it big enough, like have your production, whatever it is, big enough to where all ages can read it.
Correct.
And especially thinking about the dark, if it's going to be dark, and then everyone's going to pull their phone out to
Yeah.
it. And, like these are the things planning teams think about.
I think
The
having
little
both
details.
though, because it's such a pretty statement piece. It's a nice, like you're walking from cocktail
looks
hour.
polished.
It gives that too, but also having it on your phone so no one sees you walk back up there 6 times. Like,
Yeah.
all right, so what number was that again?
Yep.
Yeah, I like the idea, but I don't think I like it solo.
And you can
Yeah.
also tell grandma if grandma's sitting next to you or something. Oh, do you remember where I was sitting?
Let me
It's an
find it.
easy check for someone else.
Yeah.
I like the idea too of like, you know, whatever they're putting on the knot or whatever their website is, that then that's linked to it too, so they can be like, oh, what's this best man's name? You know, whatever things they're
It's a
not
nice
trying
tool.
to put it
Yeah.
on the site
Basically,
and
like your flight information.
Yeah.
everything
when
you
you-
might
yeah.
want to know in one spot.
We did a
you're
wedding this
checking
year,
in.
Yeah.
and they actually had photos of like everybody. So it had like all the things about the bride, all about the groom, all about everyone in the wedding party, and it was like details like, all right, best man, don't give him any tasks. This one's the fun
That's
one,
funny.
and it was just a really neat thing. But something like that
Did they
too.
outline who was single for Megan to be able to utilize that as a tool as well?
That'd be a great thing to
Actually,
do.
no, that would be so cute. At weddings, if it
Yes.
was like if there was like something at
like a
each
matchmaking.
place that
Yeah.
indicated
A
this
different
person
color
is
wristband,
available.
right?
I've seen the cups.
Or a little pin,
Like
like
the
I
solo
like
cups or
that.
something too.
if they're
Yeah.
single, like a little single pin.
Yeah.
Can someone please do that? Because I'm not getting married, so it
That's
can't
the
be
camera
me.
you're supposed to look at.
Nope, that's the one.
Oh, that's yours.
Right,
I thought this
Ariel?
was a.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we're doing it wrong.
I listen to instructions.
I do not. I thought this was my camera.
That's yours.
Oh.
That's mine.
There's like,
You're also be here too.
there's a.
so
Oh
sorry.
Jesus!
I'm just
There's
over
like a million cameras.
Just
you
over
guys.
here
This is
looking
a
at
lot.
Bob. I'm just over here like, hey,
And there's
Bob.
lights and shit. Bob's not amused.
You guys, there is something going viral right now that is like different color skin tone, like ovals, like this, maybe about this big, and the whole seating chart is just all these ovals.
I
and
saw
said
it.
who's here to
I saw
celebrate
it.
with us or something, and Sharpies.
They're supposed to
and
they go-
everyone draws their own like hair and
Aw.
face and whatever.
I
and
just
writes
saw
their
it.
name
Cute.
below it.
So they pick their own
It's just
seat,
interactive. No, it's not a
No,
seating
it's
chart.
not a
It's
seating
just
chart.
like an
It's-
interactive.
it's just
cutie
like a-
thing.
We'll
Is it
find
like a
it and put it
pin
on
it?
the screen. So
Yeah.
you guys
Okay,
can-
because
What is
I
it?
saw something that was like a seating chart, a huge seating chart that had every table exactly where it was on the floor plan, and then it had a person, like a literal person's body. I think it was almost like watercolored of each guest that is actually going to be at the wedding. So people went and looked
talk
at
about pay
that, and
attention to
that's how they
detail.
found
Wow.
where they were sitting.
Adorable.
The little face thing is cute. I think it if it's too big of a wedding, that's another like those kinds of things you can't do at a big wedding.
No.
Because it would be it will bottleneck.
Like
It would
you
take
could
forever.
morph that into like something, a piece of art that you could keep afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, where if it
Well,
was
I've
just
seen that
this big
too.
and everyone,
So instead of doing the live artists at your event, I've seen where I do too, but I've seen where the guests, like we have a big canvas and the guests are giving a couple of different colors with the and the guests are meant to
There's
like
some
do one.
structure to it?
Yep, there's some structure, but they're meant to do a brush stroke. Like they're not meant to like paint the whole thing. They're meant to just do a brush stroke. And then at the
That's
end
fun.
of the wedding, you have this like piece of art that has a piece of everybody that was there, which
It's cute.
I thought was cool. We haven't done it yet, but
It
it's
could be
saved.
doubled almost as a guest book too.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It's
That's a
saved
really
for
cool
future.
idea.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If anybody likes it, let me know.
I know I'm putting it in like the files in the back of my head. I'm like, which
Totally.
bride would be the best fit for this idea? Yeah.
So I think we're all in agreement, even Debbie, that we love a QR code, but we also love paper.
yes.
I love paper.
A tasteful QR code.
Can someone make them in cute shapes?
Well, I think we could do them as little like tags on champagne glasses and things like
What if you
that.
could do like a floral and it has like the QR code
Yeah.
in it?
Or-
I've seen that, and we've
You
seen
could do
them
it
on
as
the
like a
bar.
welcome drink as the little thing on top of the drink. Desiree could do that for
yeah,
us.
what is that?
That would be good.
Like the welcome drink has a QR code on top.
Yes.
I just made that up.
What if we
Wait,
did
that's so cute.
What about name tags?
Ew, I hate
what?
name tags always.
What about folding? What about folding place?
Hi, I'm Megan.
Singles.
I'm single.
Oh God.
Right.
She just has everybody's phone number.
I'm Megan.
No, I'm kidding. But what if that was a thing? Like, what if all of a sudden weddings were like, write your name and put it on your shirt whenever you enter, so
I hope
people know
not,
who you
but I hope
are.
that never
Well,
That would
like at weddings, they should know each other already.
Not
right?
really.
Well, it depends on the wedding.
Not really. They don't. I mean, the families will know each
What-
other, but like the
guests don't.
But what about a bracelet bar and you pick out all your bracelets,
Oh.
like, and you've got like your colors for
We
like.
could do like a bead bar
Yes.
where you make your own little beaded bracelet
Yeah.
and it tells
like
us your
single, swinging.
Oh.
You know.
Had. Come on, you can have like single
I guess
kids
it-
comes as full package. Insta family. This is my Insta family bracelet.
Yes, yes. We could have like little different colors that mean different things, or you know just make it easy with like one of those little wiry bracelets that's
Yeah.
just different colors.
Yeah. Could go pick it out.
To each their own. That's a great idea too. Let us know
Well,
if you're
after
interested.
the Eras tour, I think we're moving away from Taylor Swift, but there were a lot of people doing the bracelets
Yes.
as the table seating was
Oh, was there
like
really?
to copy, you know that.
We didn't do that at all.
Ours for yeah.
I get it. I mean,
Yeah. So we can leave that in the past.
yeah.
No.
You could take that out so that way people might.
Yeah, no.
Don't remember.
We just need the single bracelet.
Single,
Yeah.
single taken.
Yeah.
Family.
Want to be in bed by 8 p.m.
Yes.
So-
I know. I love it. I
It's
love
just
it.
your hinge profile all
Yeah.
down your arm
Yeah.
waiting for beads.
Or everyone gets a QR code and you just scan each other and then
Yeah.
you know everyone's.
Oh,
But when you get close to someone, you're like,
Yeah.
you're dropping.
Yeah.
Here's my contact information.
Actually, though, the amount of
do a lot of people
Hinge
like? Is that a
profiles
thing?
that
Do people
get
meet at
picked-
weddings?
There are so many hinge profiles of
That
wedding
get
yeah, like
taken
in wedding.
at
I've heard
weddings.
of vendors,
So-
Yeah.
like videographers actually like finding their hookup at a wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, like,
I am on
They're sneaky link.
like that's I'm
They're
shocked.
sneaky. I just
There
learned that
has not
term.
been a time that I prefer not vendors just because I know all of them. But why isn't it any? Where are the groomsmen? Where are they? Besides, at the end of the night, when you've had all the alcohol in you,
Right, and
you
they're
come and
already
talk
drunk.
to me. Why?
Yeah. Because they like to be told what to do all day, and you're
They
the
like
one.
to listen, and then they like to come
Yeah.
up to
They
me
have
and
mommy
say, "I think
issues.
you did a great job. Do you want to go to my hotel room?"
No.
I want to go to my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sweaty and I want to shower and go to sleep.
Yeah, not my best version of
Belong,
myself.
sir.
I
Right
could have tried a little bit earlier, and maybe I wouldn't have worked as hard.
talk to yourself with that one.
Put that on her own podcast. Don't put that on mine.
It's on there.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm hiring
Material
again.
I'm hiring again.
I need to pee. Can we take a break?
Is that if your microphone's
Can we take a
on?
break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Jen's
Okay.
like, this is going sideways.
I've had to pee for
It's a
20
good
minutes.
It's a good time
And this
to
is my
take a
Gives
break.
me a chance to reset.
Okay.
That's all I know. Megan, you have choir experience. Do you want to sing more?
Not today.
Not
we'll
today.
save that for another episode.
All right. All right. Well, we have somebody. We took a little break because I had to pee. So we have somebody else who just joined the team and just joined the podcast today. Welcome, Jess. She honestly is a what do I call you? A NICU nurse, a pediatrics nurse.
Yeah.
She's a peds nurse that saves
real
babies
life.
during the day and then plans events in her free time. So she came on board to kind of do a lot of our marketing stuff, take over some of the PR stuff, and help us just on
Social
day of-
media.
and help with day of stuff too. So you want to say hi?
Hi.
We're gonna get her
I'm
opinion.
excited.
And she's a little bit closer. How old are you?
27.
So you're older than Debs, but younger than everyone else.
Same age as me.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, same girl. Same.
Today.
Well, today your birthday? No. Your birthday was just a few days ago.
Don't ever believe her.
Yeah.
My birthday's every day.
Her birthday
This is-
was a month
this
ago.
is what
Yeah,
people
it was-
and
listen
she's
to.
nowhere close to 27.
Like people just ignore you.
People listen to me.
Oh,
Are you getting chili and lava cake? It's my birthday.
You're believable, I guess.
I want to sit on that thing at Texas Roadhouse. Yeehaw!
What is that?
Oh,
The
you don't know?
thing
For your
at Texas
birthday.
Roadhouse.
We need to
don't
take.
know.
We'll take Jen to Texas.
will
Roadhouse.
not.
We'll take her.
Yes, yes. It will tell it's her birthday.
Plan your party.
They actually put you on a horse and walk you around the restaurant.
No.
No.
Texas Roadhouse, I love you, but no thank you. No thank you. We still have some more Gen Z stuff to talk about. So
right,
to
let's
catch
get
you
it.
up, we've been talking about Gen Z trends, what we think about them, because we're old ladies, and Debbie's been giving us her kind of fresh
Trying
approach.
to.
Youthful,
Trying to.
fresh.
Yeah.
I was saying that I don't really agree too much with the Gen Z stuff, so I was trying to keep an open mind and play the devil's advocate a little bit.
They scare me a little bit, but it's
Oh, okay.
What is that?
She's scared.
Speak to that.
teenagers now scare me.
Well, like teenagers aren't. Well, or what is Gen Z?
Like the
scary
20s.
technically?
Like they think we're so old and like ugly already in our 20s. Like literally I saw a TikTok the other day and this girl, they asked her what year you had to be born in to be too old and she said 2001.
I saw that too. I saw
I'm like,
2000.
Yeah.
2001. I saw
The
that
one,
too.
yeah, the one said 2001. I was
You
like,
guys are.
I was like, whatever, I don't
You guys
feel
are-
old.
You guys aren't ready.
I know, I was
to
like,
be
whatever,
old
shut
yet.
up, I don't feel
They're
old.
at that point where they just are accepting that it's happening. It's happening.
My 25-year-old took all
I don't
her
feel
clothes
old.
to
I don't care.
what's that place called? where you
Plato's
take
Closet.
photos? Yeah, and they were like, oh, there's
Yeah.
another place called blah 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 for like ladies.
Yeah, they don't like my clothes.
Is it Clothes Mentor?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I go
then
there.
I told my 14-year-old that her sister's stuff got rejected. She's like, yeah, obviously she tried to give it to us too. Like, I don't want any of that.
oh.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I used to think older people were cool when I was in like high school.
Yeah,
Like,
me
oh,
too.
Like, look at they're so cool. Now they think the opposite.
I thought
Like,
40s
I'm a
were like
loser.
death door.
Yeah.
Me too.
No.
Me too.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's more things cricking and cracking every morning.
All right.
That's
Like,
for
why
sure.
do your hands hurt when you wake up? Does anyone know?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
do my knees
Why,
hurt
why
when
do
I
our
try to
arthritis
stand
in
up?
my
I
back?
can't.
And
Kneeling down.
this is a telltale.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the day. it
Somebody
happened.
something like, and they're like, hold on.
Yeah. No, I just squint. I'm like, I'm just keeping it close. Like, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
I do that. The girls are like, look at this, or the boys.
I
will
just
come.
remember the
I'm
day
like-
that it happened with Jen, because Jen and I were sitting at her desk.
It did happen in one
It
day.
literally happened in one day. 'cause
Oh
I
my
was like, I
God.
showed her something, and she's like, "Hold on, 1 second."
And I'm like, what?
Right now already?
Yeah.
When one of my teenagers
Jesus.
goes boop, 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 and she changed, so now my screen, like the words are really,
No.
really big. There, that should help you.
No.
That's helpful though. That
It
was
actually
sweet.
really, I'm like, that's amazing.
I was excited today because our new phone has bigger numbers. That was a thing that happened. I was like, oh, the numbers are bigger.
Yeah.
The fuck? when did that happen?
Next is gonna be the thing for the steps to
Oh,
ride
ride
you on
up?
up.
Oh
No.
I mean, that
Sit
sounds
on.
convenient.
We'll just
Do you have one of those we can rent?
Yeah, wish. We'll have the toilet lift. I'm like,
Yeah.
You guys are awful. While we have Colleen,
Yes.
let's talk about a little bit of tea. that's happening in the industry between content creators and videographers.
Okay.
I know you are very likable and you're very politically correct, but I know there's also things that go on in our industry where videographers don't love content creators and content creators don't love certain videographers because you are trying to gain similar content but in a very different way.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it as completely different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well,
what is content creation, first of all, for those
yeah,
who
I mean,
don't
content
know?
is using the phone, in my opinion. I think that's one way that you can run into issues right off the get-go if you show up with a like DSLR camera or even the G7, whatever. I don't know. You guys
G7X.
know I don't. One of those, like
What?
the young-
$1,500. It's so
Yeah.
expensive.
the younger content creators have these like okay, so content creator is the wrong name for this. I don't know, we need a better name because content creators are people who have TikTok accounts and thousands of followers and whatever. A
Or
wedding
is that an influencer?
content capture or whatever. Yeah, but influencers are called content creators. And in order to get the beautiful crispy stuff, they use these fancy cameras.
Yeah.
Will you show up on a wedding day?
What do
with
you want to be called?
I haven't figured out what the name is. It's like an anthropologist of the wedding. I don't know. It's like for the
Content
time
professional?
right now, capturing it with the iPhone. It's like the most authentic form of media for right now. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone can figure out exactly what to call it, but it's more of a capturer than a creator. Because some couples hire me and they just want the raw stuff. Summer, for example, she walked away and she created all her own content with what I captured. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. If I'm showing up with an iPhone, then that's what I'm doing and that's what I do. Some people show up with these fancy cameras and extra, and then that's like there's someone already paid to do that. So I can see where that can be really offensive right off the shot to be like, hi, I'm here and I'm gonna also compete with what you're doing. I'm not competing with, I'm pointing over here because Uriel's right there. We work together
Well,
quite
and
a bit.
Uriel, I want you to chime in too because
He does photo and video.
What if it was
his
like
team
digital
does
wedding
both.
storyteller?
Pretty much.
did you just ChatGPT that?
You freaking know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all in the shot too.
You guys have seen everything I'm looking at.
So I'm showing up and I'm capturing all the little things, all the big moments, but the big moments are going to have his elbow in them. They're going to have like, they're going to be back and they're going to see the whole picture of what's going on. So on your wedding, after your wedding, when you're debriefing, you can out of body kind of see what your day was like. While he's running family photos and getting everything squared away, I'm like, oh, there's a cute moment with grandma and one of the aunties
candid
over here.
moments.
I'm trying to capture like all of the feelings of the day, and then I'm doing something kind of right away so that the couple has something to share, the vendors have something to share. There's a moment.
So instant gratification is
Instant
something that I think is
gratification.
huge, Gen Z.
Absolutely.
I'll add to it too as well because we, of course we have to go through all this editing, we have to go through photos, which is great, but at the same time it's awesome to have somebody that fills that gap and it's like reduce the pressure of
Yeah.
us to be like, well, they have a lot of content and that even adds to it, on that, plus the sneak peeks. But when you
Yeah.
put together a 10-minute video, it's really hard to do overnight.
It takes
But,
a lot of time.
I mean, and not
Lots
taking
of
away
layers
from
to what you're doing. There's so much editing.
Yeah.
So that movie that you're making, that cinema film is the word I'm thinking. That film is going to be something that people treasure, and they're going to watch it every year on their anniversary and put it on the TV. That's really special to have. This is something that they'll also be able to watch and be special, but it doesn't take quite the same editing on the back end, so I can get it out there quicker. Where they might also have little moments with grandma that they can treasure and use on her birthday, or as time goes on, those living moments of people are so precious. And they're not maybe going to have as many clips. If they have a videographer and not a content creator, they might not have access to easy to use clips after the fact, where they're getting all the raw footage and
I
it's
think
easy to
the more
reuse.
vendors, the merrier. I love
100%.
all of
I
it.
agree.
To add to that, with our experience too, it's like recently Wendy and I were watching our anniversary stuff, and then it was my brother-in-law that was recording a lot with his phone. This was before any of this was like 9 years ago. And so he was recording with his phone, and we didn't know that existed until we were going back and watching our highlight stuff. He had messaged me, hey, here's a Google link with all this stuff in there. I opened it up and I'm like, this is awesome. Like, this is just a lot of like behind the scenes. I didn't even know like, you know, this, I've completely forgot about that, little things like that. So little additional memories is always great to have.
Well, I think it's important too for people listening. Like for you, what's your turnaround time compared to like putting together
Yeah.
a full-blown wedding video, just so that they know like.
Yeah. So I get them
Timing-wise.
all, everything in the organized Dropbox within 24 hours. So they, you know, like we were talking earlier about families the day after the wedding debriefing and spending time together, and they can put it on the TV. A lot of them do, and just watch the whole day unfold again the next day, 24 hours, and then 48 hours for a highlight video, and then I do other ones. And I always tell them like we're committed for life to each other, because when I get inspired and I hear a song or something that reminds me of a certain couple, 2, 3, I'm on year 3 right now, so you know, I'll go back and I'll find and I'll make something new and post it.
I've
and
seen you do that, and I
and
think it's nice.
I'm like super sentimental, and I love to, you know, remember those couples, so it's fun. They're just
Well,
kinda
it
committed
is
for life.
something. This week, so one of our floral partners, Taylor Twig, posted like a whole like thing on bouquets, and we had 3 or 4 of our past brides that were bouquets were featured, and I grabbed that picture and I sent it to a couple of them and said, "Hi, good, happy to see you again." And they all have babies now, or they all have they've moved, or they've gotten like bigger jobs, or they're doing things. But it's really kind of cool to be able to flash back and see those people, and everyone reached out and. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to hear from you. Still the best day ever. Thanks to what you guys did to help us. We're so, thankful to have had you, and it's nice to hear from you, kind of thing. So that kind of also goes back to we're still here. Like we miss we talk so much so frequently to you guys as our bridegrooms and our clients, that when the wedding day goes over, it's like kind of like a breakup.
I literally tell every
Yes.
single bride, this isn't the end. Like, this is not the end of us, We're still gonna talk.
Please stay tuned on the socials.
Yeah.
And as soon as I sent the videos for Genevieve, I'm like, I look back at the contract, I'm like, am I missing anything? Okay, I guess this is the breakup last note. Please don't be strangers type of thing.
It's almost like you don't want to.
I don't want it to be a goodbye.
You don't want it to be the day,
Yeah.
because then it's like
Yeah.
we might not talk to you again.
I
but
thought-
I don't want it to be that way, you know. So
I feel like that like anniversary too, like reposting their stuff on like their 1-year anniversary, and like seeing those moments too, because when you're tagging them again, you see all like what's changed in that year for them. And
do
it's
you
incredible.
do anything like that for your clients at 1 year anyway, or
I
how
would
do you
like
do
to
it?
be more organized in that way.
We too. I've ever
Because
since I started.
usually,
I'm
like, the 20 couples in October, the next October rolls around, and there's all the, so I don't know how to keep it even. Like for July, actually just today I was posting about last July's bride. Well, that's easy because I'm not going to a lot of weddings in July, but for November, that's really tricky.
It's crazy.
That's why we
Yeah.
don't do it. It's
I
not
would
that we
hate for
don't
anyone-
know the anniversaries are on our calendars.
That's like the
We
thing. I
just
want to
look
be
up,
able
but
to
it's
send
like-
out an anniversary gift. If we
Yeah.
find out somebody's pregnant, we want to be able to send them a gift. And maybe,
Yes.
this is why we keep building on our team, so we have more resources to make that stuff happen. But it's just difficult to.
Never want anyone to feel like their wedding wasn't as special or
course,
anything like
yeah.
that. That's always like, the more you share about one couple, then you don't want others to feel like theirs wasn't equal.
Right.
I talk to them about that in our thing, because they all have a different, like,
Some people have more
interest.
things to shoot and more things to share.
that, or
And other
they,
couples want to be more private
Yeah.
and don't want their pictures shared or their photos shared. We constantly have clients who are a little bit more in the public eye for one way or another, and they don't want their stuff shared, and that's okay. And let us know that, and we're more than happy to accommodate. It's not a problem.
for sure.
But-
I pull highlight reels and everything that nobody's seen except the couple.
Yeah.
Like I deliver it to them, and then they do whatever they're gonna do with it. But it's not for social media. I think that's a misconception of content that it's influencers that want it only. That is not the case in 2025 at all. It's everyone. A lot of times it's the moms hiring me. Like the moms are the ones who are like, I want to be able to look back on this day. I'm not going to be with my daughter all day. This is such a special event. I don't want to miss a moment. Can you also focus on the grandmas and the grandpas and
I think a lot of brides think that their friends are going to capture their content, and
Uh-huh.
a
That's a
lot of
really
the
good-
times their
that's a
friends
good
are
point.
not. you know,
Well, they're
there to
capturing
work
themselves.
or to do,
The
yeah.
friends are capturing themselves
Yeah.
in their outfits, and they're making their own TikToks or whatever they're doing.
I do know we did have a bride who had her friend hired for content creating, and I saw her around at the beginning grabbing content of setup, but then once she was in the event, I didn't see her doing more than like what Colleen does, you know. So if that friend was technically hired for content creation, I didn't see her doing what, because she was so involved in being a guest
day-to-day.
as well.
As she should.
Yes,
Because
yes.
that's what it's her friend.
But
and
it's-
the
yeah.
real life. Happening.
Yeah. So it's just an example there of like you might think that your friends are going to get everything for you, but don't you want your friends to also have fun and be a part of the wedding?
Well, I
So-
think for me too, like when I'm in a wedding, like as a bridesmaid, I don't want to have my phone out because then I'm like, you're already taking so many pictures with the photographer, and there's always like a camera in your face or whatever. Like I don't want to add to that and be like, oh, let's take a picture on my phone when like we're gonna have pictures with a photographer the same day. So then it's also like, do I do it and like get behind it? It's something you probably have to talk to them about before.
So usually
For
I see
sure.
them choose someone who's not a bridesmaid for that specific
Yeah.
reason, because they need the bridesmaid involved. So
Exactly.
if you're planning it, you need to plan it right if you want one of
Yeah.
your friends to do it. But
Yeah.
I think even the content creator you hire, I mean, you probably are going to know what I'm talking about, but having someone that's like, there's you, which is amazing. There's other content creators that are in the way. They're in the way of the photographers. They're in photos. You
Well,
can
and
see
that-
them and they're too pushy of how they're handling
They're
it.
thinking about how they're.
And
Their
they're,
content,
they're
they think
thinking
about their stuff.
But where I see you and you're always like, there's photographers here and there's you. You're right there with them capturing great content, but we're not going to see your shoulder in a wedding video.
you're
or
behind
that.
the scenes. You're behind.
You're
and I
so
always-
mindful of
yeah.
that, and not everyone's like that. So all content creation is not equal. And when your friends are doing it too, they might be great at taking TikToks for themselves, but do they know where to stand? Do they know where to be out of the shot as well? So it's a lot more than just
my very
capturing
favorite
it.
combo that I don't know how to like sell this to the world, but when the bride gets her content and she sends it to the bridesmaids, and then later on in the day, before I even have the highlight reel
Yeah.
up, the bridesmaids have made their own video using, because then I see what the Gen Zs want.
Yeah.
I get to see, you know, I always say like, make sure they tag me, not necessarily because I need the whatever, but because I want to see what you're using and what you like.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to see, you know, they put together through their eyes what were the most special moments. You know, you have 4 different bridesmaids do it, it'll look totally different song, everything, and that's how I can see content creation really working, because there are going to be creative people in your life that might want to, you know, the mom's going to make one that has like grandma and whatever, you know. For you guys, like when the vendors take the content, I just share it freely with everyone that was involved or whatever. Then they're making it based on, you know, what they feel, you know, their audience wants to see, and that's where we're all helping each other out, you know. Like I have Uriel in background, then he's gonna be able to use that, saying, you know, here's the finished shot, and here's me getting the finished shot.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to set that up or like whatever. It's very reciprocal if it's done right and everyone's kind of.
Everybody's on the same page.
Well,
And, like, whenever sometimes I get my shot too, I'm like, Colleen, you need to get this shot too. Or
Yeah,
something
you
like
are very.
You're
You guys are
so
very good.
respectful about that. That's definitely something that happens a lot, where the photographer's like, okay, next shot, or they'll pause and they'll be like, they'll get their own iPhone footage of something.
Yeah.
In the moment, they'll pause everything to do it, and I get it, because it's content's king right now. You need the content. And then they move on, and I'm like, well, I will happily give it to you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's not always a content creator there. You don't always know
Yeah.
they're going to give it to you, whatever. It's
I think that having an understanding, we always try to make sure that photography knows if there's a videographer, because sometimes they are from the same company, sometimes they're not from the same company. They need to know that there's somebody else that's going to be filming and doing the work. And then if there's a content creator, a lot of times I hire Colleen last minute, because it's, oh God, this is actually really like coming together beautifully. We don't have content from this venue or that venue. Are you available? So then I let the photo and video team know that we do have a content creator. Introduce everybody on site the best that I can. Usually you know people, because we do work with the same teams. But I think usually, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think photography typically kind of leads the charge.
100%. and it should be. They should be respected as the lead, I think, always, because they are running the timeline. They're keeping everything on track, and they have the bulk of the responsibility of making sure they get certain shots. Always. They're in charge.
I mean, yeah, it's cool, but like knowing Wendy and I, we normally like to play good with everybody, be on the same page. We're open to have like, okay, do you want to try something? And sometimes we're vocal about it, sometimes we forget, but we try to express like, you know, having another content creator there, or even when we just get hired as photography and we have another videographer with us, we'll tell them, you let me know if you want to jump in and get a specific shot.
Yeah, you guys are really collaborative.
But we try to spread the, you know, try to spread that trend, because it's we've gone places where it's no, this is how it's gonna be, you know, like you kind of get pushed aside and you're like, I need to get this too, type of thing. So I've where Colleen's coming from, I definitely understand where it sits. So it does definitely help on
For
that.
you, coming from the video standpoint of things, I have honestly had videographers call me when they find out that there's a content creator and have a little bit of a hissy fit. And for me, it's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. The bride wants to hire this person, whether it's Colleen or somebody else, and it's their wedding.
Yeah.
So you guys, as a video team or a videographer, or you got to figure it out, because they're not going away anytime soon. It's a different product. For me, it's instant gratification, 24 hours. For content creation, whatever we're going to call it, it's easily 3 months for your fully edited video. By the time you get to go through and cull through all the content, all the things, and put together something thoughtful, whether it's a sneak couple of minutes or it's the big long video, all of that takes so much time. I have no patience for it. So the fact that you have both things, you get instant gratification, and then you also have something that's a little more polished that you can then have forever and ever. They just are different in my eyes. I just think it's a very different approach.
It's definitely different. Yeah. It's just good to have just pockets of memories as much as you can get out of them. Because 10 years from now, you're going to try to squeeze as much as you can out of those 10-minute film and whatever we provide. And then if you have just amounts of like phone recordings, those are just going to be treasures in the end, for sure.
Yeah, and if there's not a hired person who is being suggested by the planning team as someone that they trust to do a good job on the day, then there's still going to be friends and whoever all over the place with phones. And if they see there's no content creator, then all the vendors are also like, you know, then they're trying to get their stuff with their phones. Like, truly, it could just work out to be like a very beneficial thing for all of the couples if it's handled that way. And I think from the content creator's perspective too, to be not stingy with the content and to, you know, be collaborative on that end too is like,
I've had brides contact us for it too. Like they're like, "Hey, do you have any videos of my wedding and stuff?"
All the time. But I'm also always posting, and so these girls will follow me and they'll see that I'm posting from another person's wedding, and assume that I can help them with theirs. It's not the same for every wedding for me. I love capturing content. I come from social media background, so it's just natural for me to stand there in video. Actually, it's really funny. Back when I want to say 2016, before content creation was a thing, I was working in social media marketing, and everybody, I was doing a lot of personal like content on my Snapchat. This is when Snapchat first came out, and I was recording everything that was happening, everything we were doing day to day in the office, and everyone was like, "Why are you recording everything?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just want to have the memories of the things to look back on." Now it's crazy to think, out of habit from doing it in the past, is now something that everybody wants. You know, 10 years later almost. So if I had to say anything, I'm the first content creator there ever was. But no, it's very hard. It's very hard on wedding days. I say this to all of our clients. I appreciate everybody, you know, complimenting my work that I do when I have posted your wedding, but I cannot promise I'll be able to do everybody's. It's just
if shit
not
hits the
realistic.
fan, your job is not to.
No, it's not content creating. I do this without Jen knowing, and then when I tag her, she's like, "Oh, this looks great. Thanks for doing it."
Yeah.
But she doesn't know that I'm capturing content because I'm actually, you know, I'm doing it while I'm setting up the ceremony.
When there's a
you know,
minute here and there.
Yeah, the ceremony space. Now I got that all set. I've got your menus down. Now I can really quickly take a video of this. I like to see the work that we
Sometimes
do.
there just isn't time for you to do that, and
No.
other times
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah.
Time.
Jubilee's difficult. Jubilee is the most difficult for me to promise anything at, because there are some days when we have the greatest vendor team and I don't have to really do much because everybody knows what they're doing, knows where things go. There's other days where the vendor team is complete strangers and it's an absolute shit show and I have to tell everybody where things need to go instead of
Jenna
doing-
giggles, but she
Yeah.
knows.
I know. I mean,
So.
I've seen people that are like, "That's not my job to do," and it's like, "Yes, that is your
Yeah,
job
yeah.
to do."
Today
It's
is.
a wedding day.
Yes,
Everyone's
it's
job.
everyone. You want to make it the best experience for your couple. So my job's not to ever like bust a table, but if I'm walking by it and I see it, I'm gonna grab
Yeah,
it
of
because
course.
that way it's better for a photo, for a video, for the next person there. Like, I don't know. I always think when you're like, don't go empty-handed. So if there's something that you can do or something you can do to make
Yeah.
the day better, you help that, and that's
Walk past something that needs improvement, just improve
yeah.
it.
I always like that's something that we tell our team, and I'm like, guys, if it's not our job, it doesn't matter. If a planner asks you to, if you see something you can help with, take the time to help. That 15, 30 minutes is not going to kill anyone, but that can make all the difference to make someone else's life easier.
Well, and grow a relationship, and that's what
Yeah.
this is honestly all about.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, you reached out to me just because, and we hit it off, and we've had a great relationship. But I mean, you don't know until you try to talk to somebody. You don't know until you reach out to somebody. You don't know until you start to have conversations and have like-mindedness and have similar goals and all this like crazy perfection stuff that I require. Crooked chairs, not okay. Crooked flatware, not okay. Crooked dishes, not okay. Linens that don't make sense, not okay. Like all this stuff needs to be very intentional. And I love that both Jenna and Colleen notice those little things. Like when they come on site and they see our events, it's always like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This
You
is
guys
so
care
good.
about what you're doing.
You actually
You're
care.
not just there for a paycheck.
We actually
you know?
text each other about it when we
Yes.
She texted, she's like, "You're gonna love this event." 'cause she
I know. What Hallie, she texted you before you got there and was like, you need to get there fast or something, right?
Yes. I'm always doing it. I'm like, you're coming today, right? Like I've like said you like I'm like, okay, check this out.
This is a good one.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's also the like being like a team player of like if you ever were delayed or anything like that, you know we would help in any way we could. And the same thing, I'm sure if we had any struggles along the way, we'd all work together to.
I think because a lot of Florida's people are coming destination, the couples.
Yeah.
So the whole like, who am I going to hire, and I'm going to bring in my photographer from from home or whatever. Yes, that's great. The makeup artist, like, but when you have the people that actually are used to working together, you know, when your planner says, "Let me just put together a team for Jubilee," because it is a little more of a complicated venue, and you know, let me help you put together a team that's really going to suit your day. Because I'm observing, like I'm recording, but I'm also pretty able to observe all day, and it makes a difference. It really makes a difference when everyone is working as a team as opposed to like egos and
Check a box, and this is my
Yeah.
job.
We're a bunch of strangers who are just put together in one event and
or they're yapping about I go through every single clip. You probably hear this too in
Oh
the
my
background.
gosh.
I go through every single clip until the all wee hours in the morning before I upload to make sure there's not people saying mean things, rude things,
Yeah.
whatever in the background of the videos, because
Do you mute that video then and just have it be no sound at all?
clip it if there's like only one part that is the best part, but there's some.
I asked because I did content specifically for the wedding we just did in California. Like that was my job for that day, and I had to go through and I just muted it. So I didn't know if you just didn't send the video at all, or if you just muted it and sent it over without.
Depending on what it is, I'll at least mute it. Yeah.
Or you could have a collaboration of all the nasty things people say.
Or we can do another podcast of just what we heard.
Oh my gosh. Colleen has a lot
Okay,
from us,
this
I'm
is
sure.
definitely something that vendors chat about is like, imagine if we could share the stuff that we capture that we would never share because we're protecting our couples
Yeah.
from
Yes.
the embarrassment or the this or the that, or, you know, because at the end of the day, we're totally there for our couples and that's what matters. But some crazy stuff happens at weddings and
And we can't, like, we have to, like, privately share it. Like, I, like, make TikToks and I keep them private, and then I'm, like, sending them over to you. I'm like, you would not believe what happened at this wedding. Can you imagine if I posted this and how viral it would go? Because it is, and it's not the couples, it's, like, the after, it's
Or the guests. Or
the
other
guests,
vendors.
vendors,
Just
people drinking.
We need to do a podcast on the guest that I had at
Oh my goodness.
the recent wedding we did.
The poop one?
No, Jen. The other one where we were taking too long. Where we weren't on timeline, but I had the timeline in front of me, and yes, I was.
Yeah.
But she knew about it because she was the guest.
I need to hear about that one off camera. 'Cause I don't know.
That was an interesting
I need to
situation. That was a whole thing.
Colleen stood in the middle.
I
Colleen protected her
physically
baby
put my
girl.
body between
She
her
did. She
and
protected me.
Oh, wow.
Meg's my little chicken. I couldn't. You're not a chicken, like my little
Yeah,
chicken.
I know. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh my gosh, no, that was, yeah. Colleen's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's
It was
going
a thing,
on?
Ariel. We'll fill you in.
Please.
Well, the two male, the rest of the media team was like running over, like.
Well,
"Did
the
we get
whole thing,
Share the
revolving.
story with
Okay,
me.
I'm gonna share the story.
I'll share because I was the one who was there. Jen only was my
No, but the backstory is funny because that lady's mom was also talking shit about that lady in the house
Yeah.
with the security team.
Yeah.
So there was a whole like monologue or
Yeah.
whatever involving this lady on site, and everyone was talking about her, and then all different, like in different pockets of conversations, all conversations led back to this one lady.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this woman,
Megan was accosted
this woman,
by a
But she was charging.
Yes.
She was charging you like
like a rhino.
a rhino in the Sahara.
well, when you're
Whoa.
walking around our venue and you're saying this wedding planner sucks and loud enough for me to hear, I'm gonna ask you why.
Yeah.
What did I do?
When to be clear,
help.
everything went off without a hitch. Y'all were there. Like
It
everything
was
was gorgeous.
incredible.
It was beautiful. Nothing ran late. Everything was stunning. This lady was drunk at like noon, and
She came over to me and she goes, "You guys are late." And I said, "No, we're not. Reception doesn't start until 6. It was like 5:45. You guys are late." "No, we're not late." "Well, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. It's hot here, and I'm not from Florida. So if you want to have a problem with me, that's fine." And I'm like, I don't really know what are you trying to fight me right now at this
Can you
wedding?
stop talking to me so we're not late?
So I can
work.
finish my job.
So it was very interesting, and then it turned around, and after I stuck up to myself,
she had brought it up
you know,
a few times.
She came over to me and she goes, "I feel like we came off on the wrong foot." And I
Yeah.
said,
Yes, you did.
"Okay." And she goes, "Can we just start over?" And I said, "That's fine." Because I don't care. At this point, I know I'm not going to see you ever again. And I really just don't want to be bothered. I'm here to make an event look pretty. I'm here to make sure that everyone's happy. Clearly you're not. Tell me what the problem is and we can fix it. She just should not have been drinking that anymore. And that was what it came down to. And it just...
She ends up reaching out.
Unfortunately, I get put in these kind of weird situations with guests where they think that...
It's because you're too friendly.
That's what I was
when
gonna
you're
say.
nice.
People don't talk to me because they think I'm mean, and I look like I'm mean. I'm not. I'm just here to do a job. Kind of.
Don't show my face in that photo.
But Megan looks like a little nice school teacher over
Okay,
here.
that's a little, not school teacher.
You're just like a
Substitute.
sweet little angel.
Oh, a substitute.
no, not what? Okay.
You're
Not
like
even
the,
the main
you're like the
character,
fun
you're the
one.
side
You're like,
character.
you're like the fun teacher, not the like I really came to teach you.
No, I like to keep peace. I don't like to have problems, and
You're-
I
you're-
think that
you're
people look at
approachable, like,
me
you
as
look kind.
somebody who is easy to kind of come at because I am a little bit more like
Yeah.
soft
'Cause you got
spoken.
backed
Bring out the
into a
crazy.
corner one time too. Like,
Yes, I did at Jubilee because I told everybody they could not party anymore there after the event was supposed to be over, and they didn't like that. But there was more involved in alcohol at that wedding, so that's definitely.
Well, there's reasons that things have to come to an end, and it's not because we don't want to extend the party. It's because it's enough. It's enough. You know,
My video.
it's enough. Time is
Yeah. We know what
You know,
happens after
yes. After
1
a
a.m.
certain
and-
amount of time, everybody just needs to go to bed.
Yeah.
9 o'clock is my bedtime.
I just realized recently why there's end times of like 10 and 11 o'clock, and we saw it, and it was a hot mess because the party continued, and Sometimes that party needs to move to Gator Club.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
They've
Like,
got precautions in place.
yes, they.
Gator
all
Club or
night
Golf
party.
Gate, one
Yeah.
or the other.
Yeah.
What's your vibe?
Just
Or
not here.
downtown Bradenton.
Yeah.
Just not here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Which again are things that when you have a great team, like ahead of time, you can be told that, like, oh, you have a late
We
night
always plan an
crew.
after party. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Always.
Let's-
We're
Always.
always
Always.
recommending
Go.
here we can help transportation. We can get you set for
Yep.
it all.
Or just tell them there's an after party. Hey, get on the trolley. There's an after party. Then
Yeah.
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 you can figure that out.
Yeah. Which
Bunch of taxis.
the non-traditional,
Just
the
going to the
non-traditional
party. Where
venue
are you
thing is something that has become a little bit more of an it topic too, which kind of leans into this after party situation a little bit more about thinking about what to do when where we live. Not that this is the only place that we work, but where we live, 10 o'clock is anything outside is pretty much you're done. That's that's it.
The noise ordinance.
Correct, noise ordinances. So if you want to extend your event past 10 o'clock, an after party is something that you want to think about. Whether it is super organized and we plan it for you, or if it's just everybody go to this bar, it doesn't matter. But having some place for people to go, I think is important, because then it doesn't feel like you're getting kicked out of a space and everyone's like done. Because then people, I mean, it is, if Uncle, what do you say, Uncle
Bob. It's always
if,
Uncle Bob.
If Uncle Bob's too drunk and he doesn't want people to tell him it's time for him to stop partying or the bar's closed, it's a little hard, for us to manage that as your vendors. And most of your day of coordinators and your aesthetic vendors are female. And if you have a whole bunch of big groomsmen who are trying to assert themselves and tell us like this isn't what's happening, like no, the answer is no, this is what's happening actually. But at the end of a 6-hour time frame of drinking and not necessarily drinking a spritzer, they're doing more damage than that. They're really going for it. It's a harder conversation to have. So if you think your crowd is something that they want to either do a brunch afterwards or an after party directly following, or if we let us plan it, let us plan it and talk about it. And this non-traditional venue thing is really interesting to me, because I think there's a really unique way to do it and a thoughtful way of doing it. There's a brand new pickleball court that just opened in St. Pete that's hosting events, which could be super fun for a welcome party. There's
I can
a
not hit a ball
shuffleboard.
after.
There's a
Just be
shuffleboard.
swinging.
Just go for the outfit. Just wear a cute outfit and get the picture. Talking about social, creating your own content. There's a shuffleboard court in St. Pete that opened that does really cute stuff. There's a ton of rooftop lounges, bars, places that you can host welcome parties, and we've done a lot of that. Art museums are a cool space.
Love that.
Love an art museum. The thing about art museums, they do have stringent food and beverage policies to consider and things to think about. Tampa Art Museum does a beautiful job. Sarasota Museum does a really beautiful job. We're touring next week, so I'm sure we'll have some behind the scenes stuff for you there. The zoo, honestly, Tampa Zoo has a super cool wedding venue that they use. It's a bit of a different experience. Yeah,
The aquarium's gonna be probably really cool.
Moat
once
Marine,
that
the new one,
opens.
is gonna
It's
be
so amazing.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
So giving people something to do other than a photo booth and a bar is more appealing to people, I think, because they want to give people something to do.
The experience.
Yeah.
Barn weddings with the horses
With the
available.
horses,
With
yeah.
the horses available to ride.
Yeah. We just did a wedding
In the
at-
beginning of the wedding.
Yeah, no, yeah. Everything.
They leave after
Like what if?
No,
Ride your way home.
That to that point, we just did a wedding at a racetrack.
This is true. We just a Tuesday wedding
Yeah.
at a racetrack, and they raced the cars. We had
It was elevated. It was beautiful. We had a beautiful team of vendors. It was a smaller event, but they were car people, and they wanted to bring their cars. And they raced their cars around the track. We had Megan and I got to go in a little car ride. It was fast.
I watched yours.
It was
Fun. It was
scary.
fun.
It was so fun. But we went around the track, and it was like race. It was great. It was an interesting thing to do, and the cocktail hour, everyone spent in cars and talking about that, and that was part of the experience and part of the entertainment.
yeah.
Well, I think even on a smaller level too, we were just talking about how somebody I know had a cigar bar at their wedding, and we thought it was the coolest thing, and
he made it in front of you and passed it
Yeah.
along, and then they had matches that matched with the theme of their wedding. Like that was like an activity to do at the wedding. It was outdoor and it was really fun, and something that you told me was like inexpensive, fairly inexpensive, but you as a guest would think that's like the coolest.
Well,
most
yeah, because
expensive
we were
thing.
chatting about it as being
Yeah.
somebody newer to the team. She was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, this cigar bar was so cool," and we just walked away thinking, "Oh my god, this was probably such an arm and a
Yeah.
leg," and it really isn't. Like
Yeah.
little stuff like that can go a long way for people.
We had the
That's
cigar.
still so fun.
There's been a gummy bar where they had THC gummies for their guests.
We did that before.
So I'm trying to think of what other unique.
So at the last,
We've
at the
done
Swell
dog
event,
treat bar.
the
We've done a dog treat bar.
Oh, that's fun.
sweets person said they could do chocolate cigars. So how cute would that be for people who don't want to smoke a cigar? To have the cigar bar and the chocolate cigars, like really fancy ones.
I'm liking the roaming caviar and like the oysters, the roaming ones. I'm like, it's so neat. It's just something different, and you're like kind of entertained a little bit by that and all the extras.
There's a new thing now in our area, like Tampa St. Pete, where it's a pasta bar. Have you seen it? It looks
Ooh,
so
that's cool.
fun, and
That's
there's like
cool.
different options. So you can choose like for your wedding, like 3 pastas and 3 sauces or whatever it is, and your guest goes up and they choose what they want and they make it. They set up
Yeah.
a little bar. They make it all with.
But
their
it's like
staff.
elevated. It's like
Yes, no,
cashew
it's
de
so
pepe,
cool. Yes,
or
yes.
it's
Yeah.
like
But I'm like, how awesome is that? 'Cause
Yes.
then you get
And
to
you can
choose
choose
what you
what
actually want to
what
eat.
proteins you want in it
Yes.
too. I think they usually
Yes,
have like a
so
shrimp.
fun, and they all have like their little hats on, and
What
like
about,
whatever.
like,
I'm like, that's awesome.
after like late night snack,
Yeah.
doing the pasta bar.
my
Is that like
gosh,
give them the
yeah.
carbs, fill that stomach?
Exactly.
Because that's when you're hungry like that.
Yeah.
I feel like
French fry
every
bar.
time.
You've had a French fry bar that you've done before, right?
French fries with the teeny tiny ketchup bottle and the
Yes.
teeny
So
tiny
cute.
mustard.
I
or
love
whatever.
that. I love that.
Like with so
Debs loves a
cute.
tiny Tabasco sauce too.
Yes.
I love the
A tiny
minis.
anything.
I love the mini anything.
Are you like stuffing them in your pockets? Like
Yes.
every
You know
time
I
someone
am,
does
yeah.
it, you're like,
I feel like any sort of
Everywhere.
like after snack, like nighttime snack after is always a good move.
Absolutely.
Like I've
Yes.
never been to a wedding where we've had that and someone's been upset. Like it's always a move.
Or like a
Doesn't matter where it's
gelato
from,
or like a
anything.
coffee. They do
Literally
coffee.
anything.
The avocado.
Avocados, espresso
Yes.
martinis
Yeah.
at the end
They
of the
have
night.
trucks now and stuff for
One
it.
of our brides last year, her dad owned the Chick-fil-A, so they
God.
had late
yeah.
night Chick-fil-A, and
No, that's
that
the
was
best.
That's my dream.
I want to go to
That's
that one.
literally my dream.
Can we go
That
next
was,
time? Are they going to ready to get?
Emily.
She has
Oh.
siblings that are getting
Was it
married?
Emily?
I know, seriously.
Abby's
Abby-
family owned another restaurant.
Canes.
Raising Canes.
No.
I don't remember.
Zaxby.
Zaxby, that's what it was.
No, but Emily's dad owns, I think now 2
Emily
Chick-fil-A's.
Jones?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
So the late night after the reception,
They had
they
They had it delivered,
just
yeah.
all the sandwiches. And
So
I'm
everyone
still
was-
trying
Yeah.
to convince Matt, my boyfriend's mom, owns a hot dog restaurant in Michigan, like super small, but like awesome. They make the craziest hot dogs. And so I keep trying to convince him. I'm like, no, you have to talk to them. Like they
That's-
have to. But he's like, it's in Michigan. How are they going to bring all their stuff?
Just
if
do
they
like a
can't make it?
mobile
I'm like,
cart
find
and
someone.
like
Yes,
kind
I'm like,
of-
we'll hire their employees. Like, bring them. And we'll
Yeah.
just like do it for the
Fun.
night. But I'm like,
I
how
love
fun?
that.
Because then it's like he grew up working at the shop
Yeah,
and
it's
you know
adorable.
whatever. I'm like, how fun? And everyone loves a
Little
hot dog, especially when you're
little,
drunk.
You know, this little paper
Yes,
thing.
yes, exactly.
but
Pass
like-
it around.
You know, like
little
the LA
glizzy.
hot dogs you get
Everybody's
after
love
like
it. Like, come
like the
on.
LA hot dog style. I think that'd be so much fun.
Oh, they love it. Exactly. That's why I'm like, it's the best idea and it's meaningful. Like, you have to do it. We have
you
to.
got it.
I'm
We have to
obsessed
figure
with
it
the
out.
matches too.
Yeah.
You keep all the matches.
I started
Oh, I
collecting
love
ours.
that.
We copied it. Started
Did we?
copying.
Good.
I have Hallie's at my
Where?
house. I need to
so good.
remember.
We need to
it.
put it in like a frame.
The matches
you seen
are
how
in that
people
little
do
bowl
that
back
now?
there.
It's so fun.
We use them. That's why. Okay. Vintage nostalgia. This is an interesting one for me too, and style revivals. I think Debbie's like kind of encompassing this look today because she's got like the
Should I
pearl
stand up?
situation. She
Here you go,
has a
guys.
little bit of a Chanel moment with her little fit.
Style girl.
Cute. The red.
But yeah, I think like little touches of that go a long way. Big earrings are a big thing right now. Big jewelry is coming back, and you guys all made fun of me. I know you did. Back in the day, you saw my pictures with the big jewelry, but I'm telling you right now, it's coming back.
You saved
All
it all.
that
And
stuff.
big and
you?
like
You
chunky
saved it.
too.
Oh,
saved
a million
it.
percent.
The chunky too.
That's
big
what I'm saying,
chunky.
like chunky stuff, bigger stuff, big earrings, statement pieces are all coming back.
I knew we'd be cool again.
The big-
shell
yep.
earrings because
Yeah.
they're destination
Yep,
wedding.
yeah,
The
yep.
big gold.
We're
And
gonna
that's
be cool
like
again.
Nana. That's like old money Nana.
Yeah.
She didn't wear little earrings. She wore big old earrings.
Isn't it interesting the nostalgia thing with like I'm talking to you too because we're like the
Yeah.
same age and we've lived through like for example Polaroid cameras.
Yes,
You know,
and now they're
they're like
back.
printing photos using film. Like we lived through a time where we had to wait 2 weeks to get our photos
Yeah.
developed, and then we'd have like doubles that are
Yeah.
dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And now the kids are like, oh, I just want rolls of film. Like the nostalgia goes further than just the decor, but it makes sense that that it's just
That's
how
popular
things
at
go.
weddings now, like the disposable cameras, and then the bride and groom will develop them. My friend did that, and it was fun because everyone just took them and like went around. And
Yeah.
then, but then you also get like the most
Yeah, they had
ridiculous
one at every
pictures,
table
too.
too.
Those
So
loud video cameras.
Yeah,
the,
Super 8s.
Super 8.
Yeah.
Everyone wants it to look
I don't-
old
We've
and
had a few
timeless.
requests.
I don't love the Super 8.
I don't know that.
I don't know what that is.
It's a film camera. Literally, you press record and that's all you're hearing because the roll is inside.
It look.
It's like
I just it feels like I want like good content. I want crisp. I want clean. I want to show what it looks
it
like.
look
It looks like it's like,
Yeah, but
1950s.
show them what it looks like.
Oh.
but like,
Like
what the video actually looks like.
the footage. It looks old.
Yeah.
What's the point of that? Just because it
Just
has a different
Like the
look?
nostalgia.
It's-
is that like the black
Tell
and
us,
white?
Gen X.
Or like
Tell us.
Sophia.
Rules?
I think it's. I don't even know how to really explain it because
See, I don't
it's
get that.
more like old is new again. It's like it's not
It's like your
old, it's
money
vintage,
for
but
decor,
yeah,
but
So-
for visually too.
yeah.
My thing is that I tell people that we can't do a whole wedding with this stuff because it's not gonna look good. You gotta just use it bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll
So
regret
it's like-
one day that you didn't use what was your 2025 wedding time. You'll
Oh.
regret that you don't have.
I
the
know what you
beautiful
mean, like
crisp images,
1970s.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which again, they're nice.
that
you
is
get some
so
awesome photos
in
from
right
it,
now.
but they,
I didn't know, but that's what
It's
it looked.
trendy.
I
No,
mean,
it's
no, it
trendy
is.
right now.
I would love that.
Okay, see, I would
I would love
Because
film.
it's
I
on my
would
wedding.
love
Literally
like
have it just-
film.
This is
for
cute,
short.
but I would only want it for little, like
Yes.
this is cute, but not the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'd be
we
fine
have
for like a
different
reel.
opinion than the younger people.
Yeah.
Because we lived through that being the best there was.
Yeah.
And now we're like, why
I
do we
lived
want
through not
that
having
only?
remote controls. There, you had to go turn
So how do
on
you-
your TV.
How do you guys feel about that though? Like,
Like, my kids
coming
will
back
say-
again. How do you feel
Well,
about that?
I feel like
for you guys?
it's cute. They're like, Mom, do you have a camcorder or do you have one of those? Like my kids want to
Yeah.
play with that, use it. It's cute that they're interested a little bit, but I feel like you lose so much of what it actually looks like. You don't want to only do that. You
See,
want to
okay.
have a combo.
Yeah,
I
for-
agree
for
too.
the kitschy, like cutesy. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I like it. Like it'd be cute, like a couple reels, having a little bit of that.
But I
I feel like
think
the
that's what it
nostalgia
is.
that it looks like your grandparents. I've seen a couple weddings that's all they did was film like that, and I just feel like you're missing out on some of the details that like
gonna
down
want
the
more
road you're
later.
gonna look and want to see again. So like I don't hate it in that sense. Like in a short bit, it's super cute. It's like your film next to grandma's film would be so cute together, but in like long term, I think you need not real videographer because that's not the right word, but I think you need the modern technology.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, when I look at my wedding album from 1999, then I'm looking at the styles of 1999. As much as I thought, as I was like knocking it out of the park, it stopped being cool at some point because the styles change, and that's okay. Right?
Yes,
Like, it's okay
yeah,
to be timeless,
absolutely.
but also it is that time, and that is going to, with age well.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
precious.
I was
I
gonna
look
say
at
too
wedding
when
dresses.
when I look back at like
Yeah.
my mom's wedding photos or something, I'm like, oh, so this is what like the
together and, like,
technology and
exactly
camera, like it's part of the experience as you get older, I think. And then like sharing it with like, for instance, my mom sharing it with me, her kid, just seeing that and it develop into something else too. I think that's part of it as well.
So is that
The way
bride
it
with the
ages.
black and white camcorder video? If she shows her child that, their kid's gonna be like, "Oh, were you from the 1980s?"
Right. Right.
No,
right.
Stella,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Stella,
Yeah.
Stella would be like, "Are you poor?"
Yes.
But the nostalgia is also really cool. Like
Yeah.
your sweater, like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's fun. It's
I
fun
feel
to
like the
like
hairstyle.
old
Yeah.
feel.
I like the like vintage. Like one of my favorite things is like when you have mom's dress and you've like repurposed mom's dress
Yes.
into like your after party
We've had that
dress
a
and
couple
stuff.
of times.
I just love that because
Yeah.
you're like bringing that back without like taking away from your moment and having your dress and your like dream, but you're bringing that family history
Unless
in.
you have 4 sisters, and then that's not an
Yeah.
option.
Well, I'm thinking my daughter and like, you know, like the 2000 dresses that were like poofy and like tucked. I'm like,
Yes.
I cannot imagine
How you repurpose
yes,
that.
it has a cute top.
Well, and there's ways to do it. I mean, that's a really good point, the vintage thing that we're talking about, and bringing those little vintage aesthetics in. That's down to the jewelry, down to the textures, the fabric. There is, we had a bride who used her was it her grandma's dress?
I think it was
and
Katie
she cut it off.
Molinari did her grandmother's dress.
Yeah. And she cut it off, but the fabric was so delicate because it was so old that she had to be careful the way that she styled the dress or the way that the seamstress did the dress because the fabric was so delicate. So that's like things to think about.
And then Haley Anderson, she did I believe it was her mother's dress. They made it into a top and a skirt. So it was kind of a little bit less wedding, but still very much so her mom's gown.
Literally my favorite thing ever.
So
Following
sweet.
the bride once she's put she shows the groom and he's like, "You're adorable." He doesn't care what she's wearing. She's always adorable.
Yeah.
Then she goes to her mom and does her spin, and the mom always hits the dad. It's like, that's my
Yeah.
mom. Oh, those moments are like. So
Mine's the
cute.
father-daughter dance. Like that like makes me cry because
every
I'm like,
time.
it's such a moment for their dad. Like they've waited not because they've wanted to wait their whole life, but like it's such a like send off.
Yeah.
It gets me
That
when
like
the
it makes
dads
me
start tearing
cry.
up.
I'm like,
We
oh.
had a dad
When the
that
dads get
recently
emotional.
was like, I went up to him just like I always do. Is there anything I can do for you? Anything I can get for you? And he was like, you can give me my daughter's back.
No, yes.
No, when it was time to go down the aisle, he
was like, he wasn't mad.
The doors open. He was just
He
tried to
upset.
shut the door.
He
because
did,
didn't want to
and he was
actually
holding
go
it.
out
Like,
and
he
go
needed
down the
a
aisle
minute.
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Not all
Really
dads
fighting
just
over
like
the door.
walking down the aisle like this is yours now.
He's closing it. I'm like, no.
It needs to open.
I know. It was so sweet though. Like the
have to start
moment,
the
the
song over.
intention was so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, you're gonna make me cry now. Like, no, take her away, take her back. I don't know.
How
what do I
lucky
do?
are the daughters that have dads like that? That have the
know.
dad that like is
I know.
Involved and
Involved
loving
and-
and wants
yeah.
to, it was,
all the
That and
things.
the getting ready with the mom is so special. Of course, not like Carrie Ann.
Right.
I know, right?
I have a bunch of daughters.
Right.
But also when there's not a mom, there's always someone.
Yeah.
There's always women.
Yes.
Whatever that looks like. And that and yeah. I don't know. I think women rise to the occasion. You know, you can
Yeah.
feel in the room there
Yeah.
might be that missing piece, but also, we're here and we're doing it together, and all of that is what makes this why we're still doing it. Obviously,
What's
the
that?
creative
There's
part
the trend.
was
This is why we're
the
here.
part.
This is why we're doing
Yes.
this, or what's that's happening right now?
Oh, I
this
forgot
is-
this is
I
the
forgot
point.
this is the point.
Yes, right, yes. That's
Yeah.
There
so
was
true.
a TikTok I watched recently too, and it was the woman or the lady, and she had said that her mom just had died recently prior to the wedding, so her and her sister did a dance, and but made it fun. They danced like the Pink Pony Club, or and they got on stage, and then everyone came in, so it was cute. Like they still did something for her, which was awesome.
When the dad is dancing with the daughter, and then she's like the only daughter and a bunch
Yeah.
of brothers, and then one by one the brothers come up and
Yes.
do a little like all those
Or the
cute
stepdad.
yeah, making it
cute.
making it like a little bit unique to who you guys are and
As a
what you
family,
do.
because family dynamics are all different.
Yeah.
And no one should feel shame that they don't
Yeah.
have what they think
Yeah.
it should be, right? You can totally had a bride who had her mom had remarried, her dad walked her halfway to her stepdad, and then her stepdad took her the rest of the way. Like that
See,
collaboration of
Yeah.
that is just like everything.
I think that also needs to get shared more because I think there's so many non-traditional families getting married. And everyone thinks it's going to be like this, like everything's perfect, and it is perfect for them. But like everyone does have a different dynamic. It's not always like two parents have been married for 30 years giving away a daughter. It's a lot of blended families.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's my favorite when people do non-traditional.
Yeah.
They walk themselves down the
Yeah.
aisle. It's the best. I feel like.
Yeah.
Do you guys get that where people say on the calls they'll be like, well, my family's kind of a
We
All the
story
time.
or this
Yeah.
or that.
That's all the
I can think some of
I'm
them.
I'm always like,
Yeah.
tell me your story. That's
It's
great.
always like,
It's okay.
and we always kind of answer that. Is he farting?
No, he's trying to stand up.
Are we annoying you, Bob?
Yeah, we're probably. Oh, he's gonna get
yapping.
back. He's got to go back up on the couch now. He just has to reach.
Just needed a stretch.
I can relate to that. Like if the full, like I need to.
Right. I need
Driving
to do the
home,
full stretch.
like a long
Yes.
way after a wedding, trying to get out of the car.
Yeah. So like.
That guy. But we always get, well, we're gonna have to be thoughtful about where people sit because my mom and my dad don't speak, or and that's all okay. It's normal. It's like your family dynamic. Let's embrace it, and we'll make it as easy as we can on you. Photographers, you guys go like hand in hand with that concept, because if we really genuinely have a mom and a dad who have not spoken for a long time and had not a great separation or divorce, we need to respect that, and photo timeline needs to be respectful of that, and the way we put people and the way that they're walking and all
And
that.
just tell us.
But people mind their manners
Less
typically.
awkward when everyone knows not to say like, okay, let's get one with dad.
Correct.
You know.
Give us the info.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to shame anyone or anything like that. It's just if we know, you can utilize that information and make it run seamless.
Yeah.
If we need to keep people separate, we'll keep them separate.
Yeah, we don't need a brawl at your wedding. 'Cause
Or at least,
your mom doesn't like your dad's new girlfriend.
yeah. Or at least we need to know so you get the content.
Yeah, that too.
Or if you want to film it, we'll
Yeah.
too.
Getting back.
Yeah, right. Keep it going.
Yeah.
This is good show.
low. We want it to look like they're This is why I don't get to stay on wedding day.
Let me ask
Well,
you
you
this
can.
question. What do you do with content if a couple is fighting? And I had a couple who was fighting while they were supposed to be cutting their cake.
I mean,
In front of all their guests fighting. And I was like, what?
I mean, I'll just try to have to cut it off, and if it makes it into a very important part, I'll just say, hey, I have it. There's this part on it. If you remember, do you want it or not?
Yeah.
And then just go from there. I had once where the bride was just wasted by the time after her dances, like speeches happened, and she was slurring her words and cheering everybody on, and then she still wanted to do a bouquet toss, and then there was a toddler like 2 years old that came up to her, and then for some reason people let her pick up the toddler.
Shut up.
And then on her attempt to throw the bouquet, she goes down with the kid. I mean, the kid was fine, but like I'm recording everything, and I'm like, just oh my god, I just wanted to get out.
Yeah, it's like, what do you
were
do? Do
paid
you keep
to
going?
You're
Yeah.
paid to capture content, and it's
Yeah.
like,
At that point, I mean, it was just like the rest of the reception, she was nowhere to be seen. And it just sucked. I mean, grand exit, the groom had to carry her like to the car, and it just yeah. I mean, but again, it's just one of those things that are like, I have some footage to work with. It's not the prettiest,
Yeah.
and I mean, they understand what happens,
Yeah.
and I'll give them what I can. But at that point, if they ask for something, I'll be like, "There's this." Just so you know, this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
This is what.
I don't think you probably want that included in your final film.
Right, yeah.
It,
don't want
why not
my
offer
daughters-
non-alcoholic, even tequila, whatever? We can make you a mocktail, but don't drink at your wedding.
No.
Or like
Don't overdo it.
one champagne, but like don't overdo it. Like
Wait until the end.
yeah.
So one of the girls was at a wedding, and the bride got heat exhaustion. I'm not exactly sure, but she ended up having an IV, and like a whole thing to revive herself to be able to finish the night.
Oh gosh.
And in the moment, like, Miley's texting me saying, you know, this is what's happening, and I'm not sure if I should be recording or not recording, you know, like this.
Yeah.
Well, after the fact, in the moment, you kind of have to just make that decision to be discreet, stay back. She recorded some. The bride put that stuff all over her TikTok, and it was adorable because after the fact, she was able to, you know, laugh about it. And
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Summer too, her mom kissed her like, you look so beautiful, and she kissed Summer's brand new hair right here. And so she got like the red lips, and the daughter made like her 14-year-old middle schooler face to her mom. You know, for a hot minute, she was like,
Yeah.
right? And the mom was like, oh. But after the fact, she, you know, they were able to laugh about it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you just send that stuff to them and
Hope for the best.
And-
Like this is what happened. I don't know.
This is exactly
Yeah.
what
This was your wedding
they
day.
oftentimes will message back and be like, "Oh, I looked so stressed during this part," or you know, they're watching it and they're seeing themselves and being like, "Oh, wow, I was really not with it during my exit or whatever." I mean,
It happens.
it's fun to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not sharing that stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's
no,
their choice.
that's your choice.
That's
Yeah.
their choice.
Yeah.
If they were come looking for it, then you'd be like, well, here's what I got. If you,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not including it in the highlight film.
Sometimes those are really fun memories to have.
Yeah.
And other times.
I think
never watched
memories
mine.
are always great. Sometimes they should be something that's kept to yourself a little bit more, and sometimes they should be things that are shared, but you can always learn from them.
Yeah.
You know, one way or another, whether you're teaching a girlfriend, so if you're one of the first one of your friend groups to get married, and you're then passing down the torch to other friends or other bridesmaids that this is what I did and this was probably a better idea, or maybe this would work for you.
Yeah.
You know, our topic today is trends, and I think trends are always fleeting and they will always come and go. But I think if you as the couple are true to your wishes and what you think is cool, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, we'll take the lead on what you guys want. Trends.
Not everyone needs to do a dip kiss.
Yeah.
It's not everyone's.
Some people look
special
real
talent.
dumb. Some people
Oh.
look real dumb and just don't do it.
Just practice.
Take
Practice.
your shirt off. Take your shirt off instead.
Okay, Meg.
Take your shirt off.
And your groomsmen too.
Yeah. Well, the groomsmen. Okay.
Only the single ones. We're trying to get Megan's marriage material. She's been advertising herself today.
She has the hat.
Show it off again, man.
It was
Very good.
Okay. All right. Here.
This is
Okay. Here you go, Meg.
Put the phone number at the bottom.
All right. Here you
The
go.
true test is, can I tie a cherry around my tongue?
This is what we've been working on.
Where is
Yes,
those right?
never tried
She's
this
eating
before,
cherry
so
person.
should be good.
Anybody want to take bets? I give her zero chance.
She's got it. 100%.
Zero chance.
This is what she's doing at night when she's watching
No, she's
Love
sending-
Island.
she-
Practicing.
It is Love Island.
Not the.
Have
Like,
you
how
ever
do you even do it?
have you ever done it
Is
before?
there a tutorial?
Did it happen?
Yeah. Hold on. You got it right.
Sorry. Oh my god, you did it!
Wow. Marriage material.
That is awesome.
Okay, I'm kidding. I didn't do it, but it's okay.
Take the hat off.
Hey, even if you can't, we got you covered.
I know.
All right, we're done. So thanks everybody for being here. We had some special guests. We have obviously Megan, who runs the show over here. I just pay the bills. Jenna with Stella Rose, and what's the Jumpy?
Let's jump events.
And Let's Jump events. Debbie, she's here too.
Hi.
She keeps me sane. And we have Jess, who's new, tried and true. You can find her here. And then we have Colleen with Velzy Coastal. And we'll plug all of their information in somewhere. Earl will take care of it. Apparently here.
Down below.
I don't really know. But thanks for tuning in again. And if you guys have ideas of our next topic, please let us know. We're always looking for ideas. I don't know what we're going to talk about until we kind of open
Ask
it.
us questions.
Yeah, ask us
Send us
What do you guys
questions.
wanna know?
We're happy to answer you guys.
Oh, actually, really
Meg,
quick. I did put it out there on the Insta. Let's see what we got.
That's what they said next time.
What's the
I have a
perfect
brother
man?
for you.
You have a brother?
I have no brothers. I don't have any siblings. I'm saying that's what the comments
we don't
are
have any
said.
siblings.
Oh, that's what the comments are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the perfect man? You can have my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Tell them your type. Tell the camera your type.
I don't know. What's my type?
Just a nice person.
Breathing.
Right, just a nice person.
not
Tall,
breathing.
tall,
human.
handsome,
A nice
muscular,
I need
good cook.
just, if you like kids, let's start there, okay?
Okay,
'Cause I'm a
great
mom.
start.
I need somebody who likes kids.
Your mama
But mature.
A mom
mature.
how many? Tell the crowd.
Over 32.
Okay.
Over 32.
Ooh, that's kind of old.
Jenna's over here looking for a.
Yeah, no, let's. You get them young enough to train them.
No, I don't want to. I'm
Or
already
you get
a mom.
we
We're
don't
already
get them
on
old
the
enough
one.
to
Yeah, we don't want to have bad habits formed
You
already.
just got done saying you need an old guy who's gonna die.
Yes, I know, because I'm not like, my kids are old, like I can't date their friends.
Okay, I can't date younger because my kids like
Just like, the 28, like their bad habits haven't formed yet.
No, the girls who are in their 20s are like, don't do it.
No, I started dating my ex when he was 28, and that was a mistake.
So that's why it's 32.
It's still they're still growing up.
32 is still too young.
So what's after
I mean, they're still
32?
growing up at 40. Some of them, I don't
40 is
know.
too young.
Whoever's just doesn't want to play around ananymore, hit me up. I don't know.
28 or 82? Girl, that's where it's at.
22. There's a big range here.
32 to 39.
There's some interesting advice going around this.
Let's talk later. The reason I stay single is because I don't want to listen to what anyone tells me I should be doing.
Oh, that's
So,
Just some
because everybody has their own type. Your type is not my type.
And sometimes
I don't
you
even
marry
know what my
somebody
type
that
is.
morphs
I
into somebody
honestly-
that isn't your type, but
Yeah.
you're married to them, and now
Yeah.
you have to deal with a beard.
Does he have a bad chin though?
No, he looks great without a beard. But
Love Island.
Drop your brother's Instagram handles in the comments.
Yeah.
Who's coming up the stairs now? It's
Love Island, the bombshells.
A brand new bombshell.
Katie and bombshell Brianna. Come on.
You know what? I think we're onto something. An actual podcast where she's blindfolded and then like 3 men come.
I love it! Can we
Can it be one we each picked out for her?
Wait, but you guys need to be serious with them because I don't want it to be somebody that is not good to look at or that's
Okay.
just like a joke that you guys brought up in here. I want
Okay, guys, serious inquiries only. Let us know if you want to be on our blind dating show for Megan.
Just one night stands, just none.
No, none of that. We're
serious
serious.
inquiries only.
Yeah, you gotta like kids.
You have to be
Perhaps
normal.
we need Brady on a panel, like in one of those.
Absolutely.
Those, you guys need to be on it. Yeah,
one of the
you guys.
judges, yes.
He'll have firm opinions too.
You
And
must,
Stella.
must
Definitely
be
Stella.
taller. Must be taller than 5'8", please, please, for the love of God.
It's just the requirement.
I'm 5'6", and I don't want to wear heels and be taller than you. I mean, some guys like a tall queen.
Yeah.
But if you
But-
perfect in every other
That shouldn't
sense,
matter.
then
Yeah, yeah.
I'm 7.
I can sing. I can dance. I play basketball.
I'm dead. She does it all.
She's,
I do.
She's a comedian.
Yeah.
I am a comedian.
Pathological liar.
She just is a storyteller. She's a storyteller.
It could be at McCurdy's. We could do like the dating show
I
at
am
McCurdy's.
working. I'm about to be a sourdough girl.
Ooh, girl.
Pauline's gonna help me. I can cook because I have to. Because I have a child to keep alive. I can keep a dog alive.
There you go.
How are
alive
plants?
as well.
How are the plants here?
Plants are living and thriving. The plants are thriving.
Oh.
I know how to swim. I know how to swim.
What about sewing? Sewing. How's sewing?
I can hand sew. I can hand sew.
If they take their shirt off too fast and they lose some buttons, can you sew them back on?
What's a pet peeve? What's a red flag for you that guys can get?
Playing video games and not taking the garbage out.
No. If you're still going out to like downtown, anywhere downtown, it doesn't have to be Bradenton, Sarasota, Tampa, anything. I'm uninterested because I know what you're doing down there.
That's a good one.
I do. I know what you're doing down there.
You're walking red flag.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing.
Snows.
Yes,
Snows.
downtown better be for work, not at night.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go.
Bless you.
She's agreeing.
It's like you're sick.
My body's we agree.
Right.
We're done. I'm done talking.
So,
We're done.
all
This is
right.
exhausting. Bye. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys.